The world of Banya cracks in anticipation of the approaching storm. Its lands strain against unnatural forces, and warnings of what is to come have been carefully placed among its people. Warnings that led us to a few tieflings, Goliaths, drow, and halflings. But how can this unlikely family of broken people stop a force that has been generations in the making? What strength is left in the bonds of friendship? Hello! Welcome to Goats and Dragons, the podcast where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Andrew Gilbert, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hi, everybody. The cat's much more important.
The cat, yeah.
I'm Galway, he, him, his, and I play Charity, whose pronouns are also he, him, his.
Lena playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, I wasn't paying attention. Are we introducing ourselves? I'm Lena. Pronouns she, her, hers. I'm playing Stormbringer, also she, her, hers.
Beautiful, excellent. Adam playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam. My pronouns are he, him, his, and Burbage's pronouns are also he, him, his.
Our guest for a few sessions, Rachel, playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
I'm Rachel, she, her, hers, and Clem is also she, her, hers.
And Darcy playing the Tiefling Cleric Hakari.
Hello, I'm Darcy, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs, and Hikari's are she, her, hers. And tonight, in lieu of a really funny song, we're going to talk about something even more hilarious, which is mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding.
What? We're not going to talk about mental health?
No, we are.
Oh, okay, but it's just not hilarious.
I don't have it. I was trying to segue. I don't know. It didn't work out because mental health isn't like a joke, but whatever, people. Okay. So just edit all of that out.
I'm not going to edit that out.
Edit it out of our live stream.
So yeah, I just I don't have a song this week. It was a really rough week for me, and I just wanted to bring up that this is a really hard time in the world and in this country, and even though at least for some people there's a light at the end of the tunnel now that the election is over, there is still a lot of we want to celebrate that. Woohoo! Election. That's wonderful, but just I know with myself, I thought that once that was over that my brain would finally kind of unbreak from my anxiety that's been so heightened for the last 6 months that I've been really struggling with. And that didn't happen. And so I just want to encourage everyone, mental illness is an illness. It's just an illness that is in your body. It is just like diabetes or a heart issue or a broken ankle. something, it is just as serious as bodily issues. They affect your brain, which is in your body. Okay. So I just want to be very clear that there are a ton of people that have never dealt with mental health before, issues that are dealing with them right now because of the current climate. There are people like me who have dealt my whole life with depression and anxiety, who've really been struggling. And just that things aren't going to change in a second. I have a lot of hope about the future now, but it's going to take a long time to, get things back to, I think, what we call a normal. And I know it's frustrating. I know it's hard. And it is very real. If you feel like you need help, get it. Please, if you can, there are resources. If you need to talk to someone and don't know what to do, please contact us on our Discord channels. Someone will be here to talk to you. And if that helps you that way. And any way that you need help that you are able to get, I just ask that people seek it. So for example, just to share from me last night, I had to call my therapist, something I've never had to do outside office hours because I was having a humongous just anxiety attack that I couldn't even sit down. So I was in a pretty bad shape. She really helped me. And I just knew in my head, I need someone professional to talk to right now because this is not working out, me or just talking to Andy. So, not to be a downer, but I just wanted to share a little, just know that a lot of people are struggling. I'm struggling. I know there's other members or just people that we know on the Discord that have issues and people newly dealing with them. So sorry, Rachel is putting her thumbs up. So just please reach out. We don't want all of this. There is a light at the end of the tunnel now, and we don't want all of this to cause someone to just give up hope. Just because it wasn't an automatic woohoo, the election's over. We have some hope. Again, I said, it was really easy for me to think that my stress will just dissipate once that happens, once I know what happens. And that did not happen. It actually got worse. So just some hope out there. If you need help, please find it. I know people are struggling with money right now, insurance. There are resources for you. I can't give them to you right myself now, but if nothing else, contact people on our channel. We have a loving group of people. It is a safe space to share. People talk about their issues and open up all the time. But just know that we're here for you and that this country and this world is stronger than one person dividing it. Well, more than one person, but we know where that started. So I am done now. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that a great song? And I will have an election related song that I was playing around with, but stuff just got a little too. So not to be political, but there will be a funny parody.
Here. Thanks for sharing, Darcy.
Thank you very much. That's that's super, super important. And to keep in canon, I like to think that Hikari was going through that as well at that moment.
Oh, Hikari's just shit crazy.
Oh, okay,
She's
never
lived
mind.
way too long. Yeah.
Then
she's going through different things. But
gotcha. No, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. And if you want to join the Discord, you can type in !Discord and you get a link to join us. We play games, we talk about all kinds of stuff, we hang out.
We watch movies together.
Yeah, it's just community of friends.
You can lurk. No one cares.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care if you lurk.
Lurker.
Yeah,
Dip your toe in like I do really slowly. There you go.
Yeah. No, thank you. Appreciate that a lot. So I'm trying to think of some more announcements.
If you join our Discord and play with us sometimes, you can hear Andy sing the song Poker Face as Jimmy Stewart. And I mean,
I've never heard that. I would like to
It was
hear that right
glorious.
now.
So
Join the Discord.
I didn't have. I am on Discord, but I think that since I didn't do
Sorry,
a song, you should do a couple long lines.
It's okay, Rachel. Thanks for blowing up my spot there. It's all good.
He's not going to do it, but
I'm not gonna do it now. No, join the Discord if you want to hear it. Our Spire's on a break right now. We're taking a little break with Void playtesting. We are going to be supplementing a couple other streams throughout the week for that. Please just be patient with us while we kind of get those up and running. I believe next Tuesday is our first episode of Monster of the Week that's GM'd by our very own Sam Winnie, who's just incredibly talented member of the GOAT staff and now kind of GMing a little bit for us. I'm super excited for that. It's going to be super, super fun. Of course, Tier is going to be next Friday with Galway GMing that. That world is just expanding and expanding and getting more and more intense and crazy. It's awesome. I think those are kind of our only scheduled streams right now. And pretty soon Spire will start up again.
December 1st was our tentative plan.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll let you know how all that's going on. You can follow us on Twitter at HelpfulGoat, and on Facebook at HelpfulGoat, and that's where a lot of our information will be sent out, or on Instagram at HelpfulGoat. And I think that's all the announcements for tonight. Anyone else have anything going on?
I have some other really depressing stuff I could just go deeper into. Okay.
Story then trauma? Is that what the word? Lore then trauma. Okay.
Yep. Then laughter.
Oh, can I say one thing? This is kind of off the subject, but I want to advertise these.
Okay.
So
I'm worried.
I'm sorry. No, this is just something I want to advertise because, we just got out of like Halloween and all of that, but I never really got a chance to watch these with anyone. If you would like to see some different kinds of horror movies, especially those coming from a Black perspective, some really great ones are Bad Hair on Hulu. It's kind of a satire. I never knew what Black women had to do so much with their hair and how costly and painful and ridiculous it is so that it looks like white people hair. And I learned a huge lesson, and it was also just a really good movie. The second one, crap. There's another one if I think of it, but I also would like to say Monsterland is a series. They just did one. I don't know if it'll be like ongoing, but a series that they did on Hulu. Each episode it's about an hour, and it deals with different, stories, little mini story. And it is incredibly diverse, an incredibly diverse cast. But I just wanted to highlight, and there is another movie I watched and I now have forgotten. Oh, it's called, it's called His House on Netflix. And it's about immigrants coming over, or people seeking asylum coming over from, I can't remember which country, but I think it's the continent of Africa, and just being told that they have to fit in order to stay and things like that. So obviously I'm not Black, but I know seeing things from these different perspectives really helps me gain more understanding, and they're fantastic movies. And they're not just the whole, white people in a haunted house, you could just freaking leave, like it's, So anyway, I just wanted to advertise those. Sorry. I've been mean to say.
Also good. Also incredibly good. We like, to promote minority voices anywhere we can. Yeah.
We're recommending
and we know a lot of our fans are scary.
I want to circle back to the mental health thing and Darcy's segue of it being hilarious. Actually, if you guys haven't listened to the podcast, The Hilarious World of Depression, I highly recommend that. It is a lot of... it started with like a lot of interviews with comedians specifically about mental health and mental illness. I think it's branched out and they interview a lot of people, but it also, the question that the host, John Moe, asks every interviewee is, I forget if it's, is depression funny or can depression, I think it's, is depression funny? And everybody has different answers.
Mhm.
But
That's
it's
interesting.
yeah, it's a really solid podcast. Recommend it.
Cool.
Right on. Thank you for that too.
So thank you for all
So
random
much-
shout outs.
so much information. Hey, that's what we do. We are helpful at our core. This is how we help. And we also help by getting into a crazy story, playing some fun games with our friends. Thank you, my players, for being with me tonight. Playing games with you is literally one of the great joys of my life. So thank you. Thanks everyone for watching. And I think that's all of our announcements. We can jump in, unless Rachel, you have some restaurants you want to promote.
I mean, yeah, in the Boulder area, I
Okay.
really
Yeah,
like,
during the pandemic. That
Sure.
sounds like a good idea.
well, I mean, like Verde is a really good Mexican restaurant.
They
It
are
is.
really good.
They do really great burritos, and it's really good to get takeout from them.
Also,
Yeah.
their tacos are
So-
super good, and they do curbside takeout.
Yeah, they do. Their tacos are really good, and they've got like queso fundido, and they've got like ahi tuna and coconut fish. They got some good stuff.
I
so.
love that. I love that Andy went for this joke, and it was just like, no,
And it just turned
back.
into a
We have
You
one.
met me?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, all right.
Well, good. Thank you for that, Rachel.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's
Now that
jump
I've
in.
completely messed
We broke
everything
Andy.
up, let's go.
Not at all.
The restaurant.
Let's
The
jump
restaurant
into
plug
tonight's
broke Andy.
episode. It did.
It
It
did.
really did. Can you hear me? I'm good.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
I can hear
okay.
you, but you're sitting right
Why
next to me.
wouldn't we be able to hear you?
Because we just keep fucking talking.
Just making sure. I just don't know anymore what anything is.
I think we threw him off.
I'm broken. All right. Last time on the Fates of Ryn, miraculously, with the incredible luck of Clem, the family fought two incredibly deadly creatures and escaped with their lives, continuing toward the dark smoke rising from a nearby peak. The path to the Goliath camp above the camp above winds through dense brush and tall pines, and along this road, Stormbringer found a young Goliath man, obviously traumatized and hurt. She coaxed him to his feet and led him to the camp along with... You right?
Yeah, I bet everyone can see me doing that, can't they? I don't know what I pressed. I'm sorry, Darcy's using a new computer and I was trying to turn the music down.
We can't see you right now, actually.
Oh,
Your
okay.
camera's off. I don't know what happened.
It
I
won't
think
turn
you
it.
just exited out of Discord, yeah.
Ah, motherfucker.
But
Okay,
she's
how do I
still,
turn
she's still on the
music
call.
on?
They're
She's
still
on
on
the-
the call.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I'm through Andy's.
I was gonna say their
They
audio is
never-
coming through Andy, not their
But they're
own.
on the call. I can see.
No, like their name is still
And-
on the call.
And
yeah.
furthermore, they didn't turn off the camera because if they did,
don't
they
know
would
how
have
to-
disappeared from my overlay.
Right.
I
No,
don't know
it's
how
just
to
black.
get out of this and make it double screen and stuff. Sorry, guys.
No, I'm
You're totally fine.
totally
For
here for
everyone.
the start of the show.
Everyone's like, Darcy, just sing your fucking song and shut up. I'm just making fun
I'd
of
like to say that
Darcy,
we're
we love you the way you are, and the mental health stuff was really helpful and also like super
Okay.
relevant. So
we're
Okay.
we're also getting through the start of this
Yeah, hold on.
smoother than like the last time we did Moontree Isle. I can't remember how many times I butchered that start. It was bad.
We're good.
Okay.
All right.
There. Sorry. I'm so technology hates me.
As
And I hate it.
as the tech lead drinks, just like
Just Andy, as the podcast editor, just do me a favor and go back a bit and give me a
No problem.
not too far, but just
Sorry, the music's just really loud.
Okay.
So just edit all this out for the live stream. You can do that, right?
That's not how live streams work.
sure can.
Okay.
All right.
So
Let's
take
go.
2. Here we go again.
Woo! Whew.
All right. Along this road, Stormbringer found a young Goliath man, obviously traumatized and hurt. She coaxed him to his feet and
Andy,
led him...
I'm going to cut you off because that laugh isn't going to make sense.
Okay.
Please
Fair
do
enough.
it again without the laugh. This has happened. Like when I've cut out like all the tech glitch stuff, but then there's like a weird
Yeah.
laugh that just comes out of nowhere. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that just randomly throughout this,
All right.
I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Our audience is here for a podcast recording. This is how we do it.
Yep.
Okay. Along this road, Stormbringer found.
Come on.
Sorry, it's stupid.
Wow.
Look, put your serious face on. We got
All right.
this. We're professional.
He's not even like seeing everyone's face, and I don't know why
Not
he
at all.
started laughing because everyone was
Stupid.
making funny faces. Go
Were they
ahead.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
Fuck 'em.
that's what
All
I
right.
thought you were laughing at.
all right.
1, 2, 3.
Along this road, Stormbringer found a young Goliath man, obviously traumatized and hurt. She coaxed him to his feet and led him to the camp along with her friends, expecting to be immediately dismissed or captured or killed by the Goliaths there. Upon seeing the aftermath of a battle with stone giants, the dead become apparent. This was the smoke that was billowing up from the camp. Goliaths then noticed the newcomers, and especially Stormbringer, returning after months and months in exile. Some are delighted, some are relieved and even overjoyed to see her, but others are not. With a quick discussion, Stormbringer learns that Dawn Protector, the current chieftain, and Mountain Splitter, Stormbringer's half-sister, have been captured by 5 giants who remained alive after the skirmish. They broke from the camp eastward toward the stone giant city of Thankheim. Stormbringer made the choice to continue to pursue the giants through the night. Once she learned from a spell of Akari's that 3 giants hold the 2 Goliaths in a small makeshift camp somewhere along the road. As this was all being decided, Burbage snuck into the empty tent of Dawn Protector and came across an ornate wooden puzzle box. Attempting to open it, he realized it was trapped, and it took all of his mental fortitude to place the puzzle of the contraption back into place. He then took the entire box and, with the help of Akari, placed it on his steed as they prepared to leave the camp to give chase.
Hikari obviously has not seen Hellraiser. That's all I'm going to
Never
say about
touched
that.
a
I
puzzle
wouldn't even
box.
touch a puzzle box.
I don't think
now.
Akari knows what the box. I think it was mostly just a box when Akari picked it up.
I don't
to
care.
help.
Anything
Yeah.
secret. It's going to bring fiends from
It's-
another universe that think pain
Oh, it's
is pleasure.
definitely
That's
going to
all
be
I know.
Yeah. Now, the toll of this day has made its effects known. Each of you are tired, freezing cold, bruised, sore, anxious about bounding toward the danger, so ill-equipped. The drastically dark mountains light up just a bit as the moon interlaces a faint blue glow across the fallen snow, clinging to the edges of rocks that rise and fall quickly around you. Clem and Stormbringer work diligently to find a path toward Thankheim. You take a breath, you steel yourself for the night of hard travel. And what is it that you would like to...
To
I
what?
had a couple.
Can I like? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I had a couple of like, not actually roleplay questions, really. Like I'm not going to roleplay through them.
Okay.
But from Hikari's description of what she saw with the scrying, what would I know about these giants? Or what would Clem know? What would either of us know? I shouldn't ask for Clem. But Clem should get in on this too.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
Liam is asking.
What would I know about how
Right.
how strong they are, how to fight them, what their weaknesses are, culture
Right.
and stuff maybe.
Because Hikari had scryed on mountains, got the most detail about Mountain Splitter and Dawn Protector, which seemed generally unharmed, though currently unconscious, laying down in like the back of a cart, not bound, And then just barely, Hikari was able to make out these 3 stone giant figures around the campsite, setting up a fire. That's about it. Yeah, there's nothing else that
Do we
Hikari
know
could really tell you
anything?
about.
Though,
those
do we know
giants.
anything about
Yeah.
just my experience up here and her experience with the Goliaths? Do we know anything about stone giants and fighting them and weaknesses, strengths, those kinds of things?
Yeah, both give me a history check. Sure. Ooh, 21. 11. Stormbringer, yeah. Stormbringer, Goliaths generally avoid the giants whenever they can. Their relationship has never been great, and always fraught with a little bit of trouble, though neither is ever really... You can't remember a battle or an attack like this ever occurring. Clem, you've actually probably traded specifically with Thankheim a little bit. These giants are like most other races of the world. They vary greatly. Some are incredibly strong warriors. Others are practicers of arcane energies. Some are scholars. Some are carpenters. I mean, you would know that they don't necessarily have a standing army, because generally no one threatens them in their homeland, in their own little city of Thankheim. So yeah, this is all just kind of very strange to you.
So,
But you don't know of any like vulnerabilities or anything, like if you kick their shins they topple down or something. You don't know any of that.
did you have more questions, Lena, or?
I think I did, but I forgot them. If I remember, I'll say.
Because I feel like if we're all
Right
walking along, Clem would be thinking about all these things and kind of convey it to the party, so that people know, like, so these giants are, they're not exactly like normal giants, that you find. It's like, they got smart ones, so it's not just all punch and club. They've also got like ones that can do magic and other things. So we don't really know what kind of giants these are. I know often when you think about giants, you just think like, but these ones could be more like, ooh, so you gotta be on your toes a little bit.
The Charity will sort of like look up for where he's trying to burrow deeper into his heavy traveling clothes. It's sort of like, the Goliaths mentioned something about some of their warriors would not fight, or could not fight. I don't remember precisely. Does that sound like something you've ever heard of, Clem?
It sounds weird, doesn't it? Or
It does sound weird, but going off the 21 history, you've heard tales of giants that could affect people's minds to sort of befriend them or to calm them down. You don't think you've ever encountered one yourself, but you've definitely heard tales of a few specific, very special giants that could do such a thing.
So how I said some of the giants were special, and how sometimes some of the people like us who can are more magically inclined can cast some things to make people like you and do what you want. Well, some of these special giants could do it. I don't know any personally, but I mean, it could be that there was some of that. My thought also was maybe we kind of found that weird half-dead Goliath that we beheaded, and they were acting real weird. And then there was also, it just, there's a lot of weirdness going on. I don't really know that we can really know what to expect, is what I would say. I'm kind of out of my element here. It feels a little weird because this is my element, but like this feels I feel a little shaky. I'm on shaky ground.
Are you suggesting as the guide that there is a problem with the terrain, or were we speaking metaphorically?
That was more of a metaphor,
Okay, good.
Like I feel like you would feel it if the ground was shaken. Maybe that would mean we're near giants, but no, I think it's just more metaphorically speaking.
I'm pretty sure that the only comments you've ever made about this terrain is how dangerous it is. So I don't know. Maybe you don't feel it before just suddenly, boom, collapsing.
That's a really fair point.
Speaking of which, what is our marching order here?
I was like, I don't like that segue.
I think I remember that Stormbringer and Clem were kind of on the horse at the front, guiding the way, looking for the path, that sort of thing. But how else are we sort of positioned here? The path really isn't large enough for more than 2 horses, for 2 horses wide. You have to kind of go in single file.
I don't mind bringing up the back.
Hikari in
Or
the back.
whatever.
Okay.
People want.
Charity, Burbage, where are you guys
I would
fitting?
I would probably suggest that if I'm in the middle, I can probably pivot to sort of either side that needs reacting to, and that also leaves Burbage closer to the back to be sort of checking if something's trailing us.
Okay.
Plus, then we can drink easier secretly.
I would also say that if it's dark at this point,
Yes.
Charity would probably like tap Seamus like on the flap. Seamus?
Ah, yeah. What do you want?
Well, specifically.
Cold shit.
Yeah, no kidding. Could you perhaps the drift glass globe glows occasionally?
Ah, yeah, this. Phew. And he kind of, in through the flap of the sort of mouth of this thing, kind of spits up this kind of small golden globe.
Thank you. And I'll sort of toss this up to Stormbringer. Like, if you... I don't think it's an attuned item or anything, right? It's just if you speak the command
No, I
word.
don't think so.
Like,
Is it for light?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you-
because I could have a light in the back too. If we, it just depends
Okay.
how much light we need. But
You might need both.
If you-
It's
Yeah, should I go
incredibly
ahead and
dark
light
here.
it?
And
object. I mean, I can see, but
yeah.
Has
So I
it
can
been
do the
more
same
than...
thing.
Hold on.
But Stormbringer, you now have a drift globe to use. if
Has
you
it been
want.
more than 6 hours from we were like trekking up once we found the Goliath guy?
No, it's only been about 2 hours at this point.
So I still have the lantern of True Sight or whatever it is.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember what it's fucking
Okay.
called.
so we
The
should
lantern of revealing. So it's bright light for 30 feet, and dim light for another 30, and I can see all invisible creatures and objects.
Okay.
Can
Okay,
everybody
we
who
shouldn't
can see the
someone
light
else
see
anyway.
all invisible
Yep.
creatures and objects? Not
Yeah, I
just
think it
me?
just reveals
Yeah,
them.
no, it's
Yeah.
just a light
Oh, so-
that reveals it.
So it
Sweet.
did reveal that sort of floating globe when you were going out of the camp. It was kind of following Burbage again.
Oh,
Would we
yeah.
all-
But it is since.
But
it is since.
but Charity had seen that first, right? When it was
Yes.
in Angel, Charity, Form, and True Sight. Okay.
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah,
point
you
it
just
out?
kind
I
of
can't
You did.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that's going on right now. Stormbringer, you have a drift globe. If you want to use it in tandem with it, or if something happens and I don't know, Clem dies. And then Hikari has the ability for light in the back, at least.
Yeah. Do you want me to do that, or do we not need it? I
It's
don't
up to you.
Like, do we think we need more light, or do we want to stay?
Well, here's maybe my next question: is how quickly versus how stealthily are you wanting to move through
I
these
guess
mountains?
that's true.
So
So I mean, it's whatever is up to everyone else.
they were several hours ahead of us, right?
Right. So the math on that is kind of they're about
Oh God.
10-ish hours ahead of you.
Let's make it
They're
into a-
probably going to rest for about 8 hours tonight ish, which means you not only have to kind of travel that distance, but kind of make up a couple hours in there somewhere if you want to catch up to them.
Oh, okay. I thought they'd only like left the camp like 5 hours ago. That's what I thought someone had said.
No, it was kind of a morning raid,
Okay.
and you guys got there toward evening.
Okay. So, I mean, I think that Charity would probably leave it mostly up to Stormbringer and Clem for opinions.
Mhm.
Could we basically like mostly be traveling at a normal pace so we can be relatively sneaky, but just like do a couple of bursts of speed to make up last time? Do I need to make up a
Yes, I suppose that. Yeah, that I'll let you guys decide kind of how that burst of speed needs to come out.
Are we all
Or
on
is it
foot?
possible if we wanted to be less stealthy but rush, because then we could catch them before they get a full rest if they're injured?
That's
I don't know if they
true.
really got
True.
injured very much, but just a
And
thought.
we're all on foot, right?
The horses.
We're all on horses.
Oh, we're on horses. Okay.
And so I guess I would also have that question then of, I mean, metagame and to the best of our knowledge, obviously we're picking between slow, normal, and fast paces. If we picked fast pace, do we think we could make up that gap? Sort of like Rachel was suggesting.
Right. With the horses, yes, you do feel you could do that. You could almost get to Thankheim itself in about 8 to 10 hours, probably.
But would it kill our horses?
Wouldn't kill them. They seem generally rested.
Okay.
It's you guys that are
Can
more.
we sleep on our horses? Like,
You can't sleep on
what if
the
I'm
horse
drunk?
now. Definitely not if you're drunk.
that makes no sense. No sense at all.
Would
just
we
can't
get
tell
like just mechanically, especially since I've traveled through here a lot, like would we get a point of exhaustion kind of a thing? If are we already getting one from not sleeping, or we get one if we moved fast, or would it just be that like we're not being stealthy, so we're more likely to be attacked?
Right. Yeah, good question. Yeah, so mechanically the way the travel will work is if you move at a fast speed, you'll all have disadvantage if you try to do stealth. If you're not trying to do stealth at all, then whatever, just move fast, definitely. That's the better one. Exhaustion wise, you probably will take a level of exhaustion, but not until kind of like mid-morning, and you're hoping to encounter these things before that.
Because like by mid-morning, they'd be at Thankheim, from what we know anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
and at that point, you might as well just long rest.
Yeah, because okay.
Yeah.
so I mean, I think that maybe given those, and if that's a thing we generally know, Charity would still be leaving it up to Clem and Stormbringer because they know the area. Would it make sense for us to hurry now and then when we think we might be getting closer, perhaps slow pace so that we can have a better sense of the terrain and not barge into a campfire full of stone giants? I'm kind of keen on that last part.
Yeah, that seems real smart to me. I say let's really push it, and then maybe when I mean I know this area real well, so when I get the feeling that we've traveled about the same that they could travel, I'm real smart, so I could do the calculations of like a stone giant stride over this mileage of terrain and the difficulty of
Okay.
it versus horses. I could probably calculate that out as we're going along and figure out when we need to slow down.
Cool. Stormbringer, sound good?
Yeah, I had one more like housekeeping question. How long do I think it would take me to attune to the tamed ore figurine?
Just about 10 minutes, and you could do that while you're traveling. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna be doing that then.
Okay. Okay, interesting. All right, so Stormbringer, you lead them on, you and Clem. There's basically a main road / path that you go on. If you wanted to try to do a shortcut at some point, we can discuss that. But generally, there's not a lot of. It doesn't take a lot of. If you can see the path, you don't. Yeah, it's not hard to follow, if that makes sense. So you don't feel too worried about getting lost.
Well, so at least for the first 3 hours, I have my lantern.
Sure.
Because it lasts
Yeah.
for 6, so.
Right on.
Drift Globe has infinite light, and also once recharging at dawn, can cast daylight.
Where did that item come from? I forget.
I bought
The
it from
drift-
Diefield. Haven't used it since.
Oh, cool.
I bought it from Missy's ex / currently
That's
but
right, yeah.
abandoned husband.
The lizard guy.
Oh, what a story there. All right, so you travel along. You've picked up the pace. Your horses are trotting along. Every once in a while, Stormbringer and Clem have to kind of carefully make sure that the rest of you move a certain way around this path. And it freaks you out for a second because Charity and Akari, you see just like drop-offs every once in a while. Just knowing that if your horse went 3 feet to the left or the right, you would just topple down a mountainside. Burbage, you're pretty much just kind of focused on the light up ahead, so you don't really see much of this. And you can't see in the dark. Otherwise, I'll just be using your normal passive perception. If you at any point want to really take a hard look or listen at anything, just let me know.
I probably would check. You said that there's basically like one basic path, and I'm assuming is it kind of like a dirt trail or?
Right. It's some of the path has been purposefully cleared away. You can tell, and then at other times it just becomes a trodden path that then kind of goes back into a more.
But we know that there are at least 3 stone giants, and a relatively large cart. Do I see any evidence of that having passed along this path?
Give me a survival check. Yeah.
Since it's the one time of game I do, casting guidance on myself first. Guidance. It's a cantrip that makes you or your friends better at things generally. Use it early, use it often. Uh, 14, 15.
15. Good, 15. Yes, you can tell that there are incredibly heavy footfalls. You're not exactly tell how many, other than it's multiple individuals, and every once in a while you do get this the lines of a cartwheel.
But at least enough
tell
to
you that they seem to have been gone this way.
Okay, so I'm at least pretty confident that they're moving this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do some kind of perception check or survival or whatever, to just keep an eye or an ear out for the things that I know or have that are around this area?
Sure, give me a perception check. $15. With a 15, there's a couple times where you see perhaps a few hungry wolves that are eyeing your little caravan, but it doesn't appear like they seem to think they have the numbers to take you on. So they've just kind of watched you go. You kind of expected there's a brown bear that lives around here, but you've not seen him this evening at all. You were kind of a little worried about that, but yeah, everything else seems fine.
There's a brown bear that kind of hangs around in these parts of the woods. I haven't really seen him yet. His name's Tony. Maybe if you're just nice to him, he won't really upset us. I got a lot of parts in here, so I can hopefully we don't run into him, but just in case.
Yeah, I mean, bears, don't fuck with you as long as you leave them alone. They're not like mooses.
I thought you said mimosas at first, and I was like, what?
Not like
Those definitely don't fuck with you if you leave them alone.
Hey, Charity, and Burbage. I'm whispering into my message thing, even though Clem is like on my horse.
Yeah,
clearly hear me. Hey, and Hikari. So the plan is to save them, and then get the book, and then we get the fuck out of here before Dawn Protector wants to fight me. So maybe, if we can do this fast enough, Sheila won't wake up. I told them I'd come back someday, but I didn't say when. And I just think that, I think a lot of people want to kill me. And if it wasn't for you all, I'd be okay with that. But I have to protect you, so we gotta be, on top of shit. Okay?
Yeah. Message cantrip Stormbringer. Do you think Dawn Protector would be more or less likely to want to kill you if she finds out that I stole something from her tent?
Oh, I mean, she's kind of hard to read sometimes. She definitely want to kill you.
Oh,
and
yeah,
if
okay,
you
all right.
stop her, she probably want to kill me more. I've also forgotten to message cantrip, so I'm just saying this out loud.
You're just
now.
kind of talking out loud.
But it wouldn't be good. So why?
Oh, just a hypothetical. You know about those, right?
Sure.
Oh
Charity's-
yeah, it's good to be prepared. Yeah, we gotta know what we're gonna do if you steal something from Dawn Protector's tent.
Charity's gonna message Cantrip back to Burbage. You stole the box with the magic puzzle, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I stole the box with the magic puzzle. It was really like a tense situation, but I think I figured out how to disarm it. I think I armed it and then disarmed it. Anyway, it's a box. It might have the book in it. Message Cantrip Stormbringer. We might already have the Process Avatarana, potentially.
It's still me, Burbage. Switch lines.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me put you on hold. Let me put you on hold, Charity. Hold on. All right, Stormbringer, are you there?
Still me.
Yeah.
Still. Oh, I think I merged the lines.
Yeah,
I think
you
I
did.
merged. Did we can do a party message cantrip?
Let's
That
say
is-
yes.
That
Yes.
is wild. That's going to make everything so much easier going forward. Didn't know this thing had that function. Stormbringer, for all we know, we might already have the Process Avatarana because it might be in this weird, seemingly very dangerous puzzle box that I stole from Dawn Protector's tent.
Is this still a hypothetical?
No, this is a real thing that happened. I lied earlier when I called it a hypothetical. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, that's good and bad at the same time. But
It's Burbage, so
that's
yeah,
good. We can
that
just
tracks.
get her back then safely and then just leave before she knows that you stole a thing from her tent.
Also,
And before she wakes up and wants to kill me.
also, Burbage, I just realized, did you call it an intense situation?
Oh, Charity! All right,
Name
I
of the
like
podcast.
it. Making a little joke. Very good.
Okay, the party line thing is giving me a headache, so I'm gonna hang up. Yep.
All right. Hey, Akari, are you on the line? Let's get Akari in here. Message Cantrip Akari.
Oh, I've been listening this whole time.
Oh, you've been in here. Isn't this great? It's a little party on the message cantrip using the sigils.
Do you have any alcohol?
Probably, yeah, I do probably have some alcohol. Do you need
'cause
some?
I'm out, and since we're near each other, we can secretly drink. I know one will know.
All right, here, hold on.
They never know when we drink.
Stormbringer's still on the line, Akari, but
Yes,
I know.
there. All right, what do I have to drink? I have a vial of black poison that the Gronk made.
Ooh, you could see what that will do.
Instead of going to fight the giants, we could just kill ourselves.
Let's just kill ourselves with this poison.
how do you
just try a
balance
little
encounters
bit.
for this crew?
You don't.
How?
I do have a flask of ale. I don't know how much ale is left in it at this point, but it sounds like there's some. I'm
Do you
shaking
want
the
the flask or the vial?
Yeah, flask or vial.
Try a
Akari.
little of the vial in the flask.
You know what?
Do I have stuff? I think I'm always.
You can look in
stocked.
your.
Well, I don't have in my actual inventory.
if it's not in your inventory, then you probably don't have it. Yeah.
Can I?
All right.
Am I close enough to Hikari to hand her the flask, or do I need to toss it to her
Yeah.
in the dark?
No, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes over the cliff, and I just go after it.
Yeah, you're a horse.
Worth it.
Akari's horse. You pass a little bit of booze your way.
Okay.
There's not a
Thanks,
lot in
Burbage.
it. Just a couple fingers of a flask.
Well, I think I always have stuff on me, so it's
When
not
he
on
says-
my list because then people would know.
When he says a couple fingers, there are literal fingers in there.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Awesome.
kidding. No,
That's
but
Clem's
this is
booze.
another reminder here that Charity still has a couple of wooden fingers. I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's kind of cool.
Because if there's a curse in this game, I've been hit by it.
Pretty much.
Um,
Oh, speaking of which, Akari, give me a Constitution saving throw.
For ale?
Nope.
Nope.
For what?
Is this still? Is this still?
Is this still a thing?
the thing from
wasn't
Arbin?
Yeah, it's a.
This is
Arbin,
from when
what is that?
Hikari. Like, what did you do?
Darcy doesn't even remember.
I don't even remember.
Oh, is it when Hikari bit him?
Because his blood tasted funny.
Yeah.
I bite Arbin.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That
yeah.
was
You bit
20
Arvin.
years
yeah, a while
ago?
ago.
How come what am I supposed to roll?
Constitution saving.
A billion years ago. 3.5 days.
I'm just I don't remember doing that. Wait, is that what I pressed? No.
You did it at Israk Devir's hideout.
16. Okay.
Okay. I just was like, what? I don't even remember. I bite so many people. Who knows?
Akari, you're kind of feeling your fangs.
Dude.
They feel like just a little more prominent than normal.
Oh, cool.
It's just almost like, just
Am
a
I
little weird.
starting
Something
to
in your
talk
mouth.
with
slightly-
a lisp.
Is this
Whenever something in your mouth like slightly changes, you have just a weird fixation on it. You're just kind of keep poking at them, and yeah.
I'm trying not to talk. I don't know. How do you talk with teeth? Like, I'm trying not to talk because I have a lisp. I'm trying to get a lisp. I'm trying to put teeth in my mouth. Just like my fingers in my mouth. Can anyone see me on video?
No,
No.
you're off again.
you're a black
Ah!
square again?
Oh,
Can you catch lycanthropy from biting a lycanthrope? Like, you
Am I a
can get it from
werewolf
being
demon?
bit by a lycanthrope.
That's right. Could I be a werewolf demon though?
Is Stormbringer wondering that, or is Lena?
No, Lena is.
I
Stormbringer
don't know.
doesn't know that Hikari is.
Who knows then, Lena?
I'm starting to look like Lena's shirt.
Once I would stop hearing Stormbringer whispering, I would attempt to talk to her.
Go for it.
Hey, Stormbringer, I know that's your name now. I mean, I could still call you Snow Mountain Baller if you prefer it, but so not that you're not really great at being quiet, but I did overhear just a little bit of your conversation, and I just wanted to say, and we don't have to have a whole conversation about it. I know it's a bit of a touchy subject, but I know a lot about Goliaths. I know I'm not one, but I've spent a lot of time with them. And also I spent a good amount of time with your tribe up there too, and I don't think they hate you as much as you think they do. And I don't think you're going to be instantaneously murdered like you think you are. I'm not saying it's going to be pleasant, but I think you're really nervous about some immediate repercussions maybe from previous actions, and I think you might be overblowing it a bit in your head. You don't have to believe me. I just wanted to do what I could to maybe let you know from what I've seen.
Dawn Protector was really mad though, Clem. Last time I saw her, she didn't want to see me again, and I think she wanted to kill me. And also, they said she's been looking for me, probably to kill me.
So like, you know that Goliaths sometimes, have a temper. Sometimes it can get a little bit out of hand, and maybe sometimes when you get mad at somebody, you say, I'm gonna kill you. But you're not really gonna kill him, So it could have just been something like that maybe you took a little literally, because, I mean, I don't know you super well, but I have a feeling you take a lot of things literally. So, it might not be as bad as you think, and sometimes when you're looking for somebody, it's because you want to reconcile. Maybe Dawn Protectors, I've never actually met Dawn Protector, but like maybe she's real into reconciliation. It could be maybe it's like one of the steps and she's trying to make growth.
Yeah, but sometimes it's because you want to kill somebody also, and I don't
mean, that's
want to
also fair.
Because, I can't let her just kill me, because I have to take care of my small family. They're very small. But I don't want to kill her either. So...
I know that you think that I'm small and weak, and, to be fair, compared to you, I am. I get it. But I promise that I will do whatever I can to make it so that she doesn't put your family at risk and you don't feel like you need to kill her. I will do whatever I can to help facilitate that.
Okay, but I'm probably just gonna try to leave while she's unconscious.
Yeah, you
Thank
say that, but I don't really know that like the rest of these people are gonna just go along with that. They don't really seem like I don't know. They seem like they want to do a little bit more.
Clem, I'm very large.
It is true.
So we'll just go. Because I'm large and I can just take them. I think I could take all three at once.
All right.
Probably.
He is tall and a little jagged. So Clem, sorry, I'm assuming you guys are talking out in the open.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we're just
Clem,
up in front.
You seem to know a lot. Have you been in some sort of anonymous 12-step group with some of these people?
Well, sometimes when you there's a big change in your life and you make a decision to kind of move forward, like you got to
Yeah.
take some steps, right, to make things right in your past. So,
Sometimes
to break Clem's addiction to necromancy. That's what I imagine this is about.
Charity,
you don't know what you're talking about.
necromancy or some other kind of
It's something.
necro.
Were you
something.
part of Revenge Killing Anonymous?
There you go.
Mind your business.
Yeah. It's supposed to be anonymous, Charity.
Stormbringer, as you're listening to kind of people around you, the conversation goes a little bit quiet. You're on kind of a straight a path that you and Clem can easily follow, and you take just a little bit more time with this small figurine that you have that's cold to the touch and pretty hefty in its weight.
Clem has this?
Stormbringer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think you said Clem. Go ahead.
And as you kind of open up, as you've done to several other magic items, this time you can start to maybe hear a bit of a whisper. And a voice that seems so distant.
It's so close.
And then comes a little closer.
Sorry.
And then you hear very clearly, "What is it that I can do for you? Nola Kool-Aid."
Can Gorgons talk? I ask it.
"I'm not merely a Gorgon. I am in the shape of a Gorgon." Well,
Is that it?
talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was just a pause, and then it was a really long pause, and then I realized that maybe it was a termination, not a pause.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, that's weird, because I thought Gorgons were big balls or something. I don't know, really. But that's okay. It's probably good that you can talk. We're gonna go save Dawn Protector and Mountain Splitter, and I'm probably gonna need your help during that, maybe, because you're big, and I'm the only big one here other than you, and we're fighting big things. I mean, you're small right now, but you're
The
gonna
voice-
be big.
The voice again sounds in your head. Dawn Protector sounds familiar. She might have visited me once. I do not know this Mountain Splitter, nor do I know you.
He just said her full real name.
He did. Akari can't hear this.
Or I guess I'm sorry. And I guess I don't know he. Sorry, they. Metagame.
Okay. That's true. I guess I assumed you're new Dawn Protector, but it just doesn't matter, really. Like, I'm Stormbringer. I think you know that. I think you know that. But hi, it's nice to meet you. I think in a few hours we're gonna be fighting some giants.
I think I know your family name. And good luck with the giants.
You're gonna help, right?
Why would I?
Because I
That
think that's how this, like, attuning thing works, is, like, you touch things, and you think about them for a while, and then they do things.
I am not a thing.
I'm definitely like holding you in my hand right now. You're very, very, very small. I'm pretty
Everything's
sure
a
you're a thing.
How many of your things talk to you like this?
Like one of them? One of them does. It's a group thing, not just a my thing, but it does. So it's not like that unheard of. It's a lot more annoying.
Well, good luck with that too.
It's really annoying. So you're good? I'll call on you in a few hours and you're gonna help?
No. Why? It sounds like you're about to go into a fight.
Yeah, I literally
want no
said that.
part of this.
No, because this
No.
is how the thinking about the things works. I don't know, I've never
Who
heard you
told you
explain
that?
this before.
Yeah. So strange.
Did this Dawn Protector explain what it is I am?
Oh, no, I haven't seen her in like almost a year or something because she wants me dead. So no.
Did your mother ever explain me?
Why would my mother know? What? You knew my mom?
No, yes.
How did you know my mother?
She came to visit me like this 3 times. She's a very sweet woman. Powerful, but sweet.
Well, that's just patently false. So I don't know if we're talking about the same woman, but okay. So that's good. Like I have like name cred here, so you're gonna help in a few hours, right?
I've enjoyed our conversation.
Have you?
Maybe
I don't understand what's going on here. Like
Thank you
usually,
for visiting.
no, what? No, this isn't how a tuning works. Charity,
Yeah.
I think the magic is broken.
In what way?
It's just like talking to me and saying it's not gonna help fight.
Are you talking to Stormbringer? Item thing?
Oh,
You
it was
hear
like-
nothing.
Does Stormbringer hear anything?
Nope.
Well, I can't really communicate with what's it saying to you.
It said that it doesn't want to fight and that it's not a thing. It seemed a little offended at me calling it a thing, but I think it's a thing because look, it's a thing.
and everything's a thing.
And everything's a thing. And it said it knew my mom. I think it might have brain damage like Hikari had that one time. Because it said she was really sweet.
Can it hear me?
No
Hey,
response.
Dorgan thing, can you hear Charity?
Yes. I do not know Charity. I cannot hear anyone or see anything besides you.
You can see me?
Yes. You seem to be sitting on some sort of mount. How quaint.
Okay. No, Charity, it can't hear you. It can see me.
Does it seem like at its so it's not even though you attune to it, it's not helping you, or it's sort of talking to you, like it seems sentient? Like Seamus here. It's talking like
Yeah.
that, but in your head?
Yeah, but its voice isn't as annoying. I don't know if that's relevant.
That's fair. So if it's a magic item that you attune to and it's talking to you and it seems like it's sentient, but it can't hear me, this isn't actually bad. I would go ahead and ask it to explain like the detailed lore behind it. So generally, I've found that the sentient items really just want to talk about themselves. Ain't that right, Seamus?
It's not. Yeah, it's totally right.
Yeah.
Totally.
So just ask it to explain itself. Honestly, at that point, you'll get the ball rolling. It'll probably still be talking by the time we get to the giants. And worst case scenario, if it still won't help, we just, like, I don't know, hork it at one of their faces.
Okay, hey, Gorgon thing, tell me your life story.
I have a name as well.
Well, you didn't tell me that. I introduced myself and you just didn't say anything about a name, so...
Perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Well, see you later.
No, tell me your life story. You're supposed to like that.
Eons ago, there was...
She can is the only one that hear this, though,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
And then he stops himself. No, I don't know you that well. Perhaps in
Okay.
time, I'll hear your story, you'll hear mine. Visit me whenever you'd like.
Okay.
Now I'm talking in rhyme.
Okay, but my name's Stormbringer. It's nice to meet you. I'm gonna be fighting giants in a few hours. It sounds fun. Do you want to fight some giants? Whatever your name is, what's your name?
Well, they called me the Tamed Ore. But my name is different, and it changes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, is this guy an ent?
Why are you fighting giants? That seems, no offense, out of your league.
I mean, my league is pretty big. I think that's how leagues work. I don't know. But because they took Dawn Protector and Mountain Splitter, I think I told you that.
But why are you going to fight them? Why not just leave them be to their fate?
Because they took Dawn Protector and Mountain Splitter, and we have to get them back. And I don't think the giants will just give them back. Probably. I mean, we haven't tried asking.
Well, I'll admit that is brave of you. There's something about you that rises my curiosity. I will be watching.
And helping?
Watching first. We are not yet at the point of helping. Very few of your kind have been able to summon me.
Oh, how do I do that? I thought I just had to, like, think about you and hold you.
That would be if I were just a thing. Stormbringer, I will be watching. Impress me.
I mean, okay. I'm not gonna, like you're not my dad. But,
You're not my
you know,
dad.
you'll get what you get.
Good. I hope we meet again.
You know what's a guaranteed way to make us meet again? If you help when I'm fighting giants in a few hours.
There's no response.
So I'm
Oh my
assuming
God.
Charity has been able to hear, like, Stormbringer's side of all of this. Like,
Yes.
she's just speaking.
Yeah.
Charity's going to sort of stop. Seamus,
Ah,
I appreciate you.
it's been a while since someone told me that. That's nice. You're not so bad yourself.
Wait, who's Seamus again?
Seamus is the talking backpack. What do you guys have?
Yes. Okay,
That we took from
That's
one of
right.
the agents of Battle.
Yep.
that's right.
And that I asked what he wanted to be called, and he wanted to be called Seamus the Wonder Bag, so I call him Seamus the Wonder Bag.
Good name.
All right. Stormbringer, you feel technically attuned to this item, which means you are able to converse with this voice for now. Perhaps there are more unlockable features later, but
Cool.
Unlockable features.
so anytime you'd like to return to visit this individual, feel free to let me know.
Okay.
All right. Any other conversations as you continue to travel on? Anything else you'd like to talk about, or?
Do I ever see Paul again in those 3 hours following Burbage?
You do not. You sort of turn the lantern back just to double check, kind of look, and you don't see that particular item anymore.
It's because I told it to get, and it worked. I also alerted the ball to my awareness of its presence, which I'm sure will not come back to bite me in my balls. Or wait, rewind. Actually,
Fair enough.
yeah. Which I'm sure will not come back to bite me in the ass.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fair.
Sure.
Much more appropriate.
Charity's gonna like sort of look back to Bourbon and be like, so given the events of the last time we were in a caravan, what do you suppose the over-under on there being an Oni here is?
Oh man,
you.
don't even remind me of the Oni. Oh no, do you think there might be?
Well, I don't think there's anyone in this particular caravan that you've been trying to sleep with a lot, so if correlation is a predictor of the future.
That's true. Hey, Clem.
Yeah, what?
Just so you know, sometimes Onis like to follow us and be, pieces of shit to us. It might be necessary for you to do the Clementine Purse Gambit if we need to identify who the Oni is. Are you up to it?
Okay, 2 things. What's an Oni? And you kept telling me that I needed to name myself some kind of weird small bag thing, but I don't actually know what the purpose of this is. So I feel like maybe it should be explained to me before I agree to it.
Sure.
I mean, I'm generally a very agreeable person, I know, but I feel like maybe it'd be nice if I knew what I was agreeing to.
Right, yeah, of course. So an Oni, one, is a kind of yokai, ogre, or troll in Japanese folklore. They are typically portrayed as hulking figures.
What's Japanese?
Charity's gonna walk over and like tap Burbage on the side. And, sorry, he gets a little strange sometimes. Come on, come back.
Sorry.
Come back.
I got.
That's the best part, Rachel. You're just going, what's Japanese?
Look, all I know is that an Oni is some kind of awful demonic monster with a weird smile that comes and takes little halfling children in the night.
Demons, are you?
Well, we've,
And Clem put it together. Something that's been in the background for a very, very long
Wait.
time. Nothing.
Wait,
Go
what
ahead.
did Clem put
What?
together?
I don't know.
What?
It's not like you guys keep coming across demons or anything.
Well, two of
sorry,
us are
what?
half demons, so we do make up a whole one.
Not untrue at
That
all.
I mean,
Wait,
have
that's,
anything
is
to
that
do
how
with
that
it.
works?
What? Yeah.
Look, an Oni is just a bad guy. An Oni is just a bad guy who you try to flirt with and sleep with, and then he ends up trying to kill you, all right? 2,
You lead an interesting life.
yes, of course I do.
Attaché-Adric.
I'm Burbage Kemp. I'm Attaché-Adric. No, I'm Thea Drucksack. Ah!
Burbag Theodruxac Kemp. Dale.
Is this like that whole Snow Mountain Baller Stormbringer thing? Are you lying to me?
No, I'm not lying to you. My real name is Burbage Kemp. I just don't like going around telling people because I'm kind of famous. I'm the defender of Diefield.
You know I got a lot of connections, right? I'm really connected in these mountains.
In these isolated mountains, yeah.
As you say that, Clem.
No, I didn't get to answer her second question.
Nope, you didn't.
Oh no.
As you say that, Clem, you hear a voice from on the trail up ahead, and it says, Clem, you sultry bitch.
What? Who is this?
What the fuck are you guys doing out here this late at night?
Who is
What are
calling
you
me sultry? I'm sure Clem recognizes the voice, but
You do. It's Tony.
Do we know
Oh
who
my-
Tony is?
Tony's the bear.
Oh, the bear. Sorry.
And a very
I
large
forget
brown
people's
bear
names.
sort of wanders onto the path ahead of you, Stormbringer, which immediately makes, sort of the hair stand up on the back of your head. But Clem, you see this as Tony, your friend, your bear friend.
Oh shit, Tony!
area.
I was wondering if we'd run into you out here. How's it going?
Yeah. Oh, it's going okay.
Yeah, these
you got a
people they're
bunch
paying
of two-leggers. Huh? What?
they're paying me to be a
Well,
guide.
shit. Yeah, they're paying you.
I mean, I got these, and I hold up the pink fluffy handcuffs.
Oh. All right.
Can we
Okay.
all understand Tony?
Yeah, all of you here, Tony.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tonakar, the bear.
I did do that, by the way.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Caloran, Charity of the Family.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know too much about titles of two-lickers, around here.
Babbage Kemp.
I just know
DOD.
Clem.
Babbage Kemp, DOD. You might have heard of me.
Yeah, I heard of you, but yep.
Really?
Thank you for nothing, Tony.
What's Clem? What are you doing up this late around here?
I know, I haven't slept in
I just got back from that stream.
Did you get any good fish?
I got one pretty good. Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
And he-
Tony, you know what I like.
Spits up
Bears do
some
that?
bones of.
Oh, I was
some-
like, is he chewing it in
And
some
I
his
chewed
cut?
up bones.
Looking at the bones, can I tell what kind of fish it was?
Well, it was a fairly large salmon. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice salmon you had there. Do you mind if I take these though?
Oh no, go ahead. You can always have what comes out of me.
Thanks,
nice way
Tony.
to
That's
keep it.
totally not a weird thing to say. And I just go and pick up the salmon bones.
Okay.
Tony, so I've got these paying customers, and we're tracking down some stone giants. Have you seen any stone giants going by here in the last handful of hours?
Oh, you know what? Actually, earlier in the day, yeah, I saw a bunch of them just kind of heading that way. And he points his claw sort of to the northeast.
Is that towards the camp or away towards the other city?
Toward Thankheim. Yeah.
Okay. You say a bunch. I know counting's not really your speciality, but could you maybe
Yeah.
just try and estimate a little bit about how many a bunch is?
All right. Let me see. And he starts scratching kind of in the ground. There was that one and that one. There was that one. And then there's that one just kind of back behind him a ways. There, yeah. So he kind of marked 5 on the ground.
There were 5, and they were 5 big ones. Not
Oh,
like
yeah,
3
real
ones
big.
and 2 small
Real
ones.
big ones. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's it's a bit troubling, but it's fine. I mean, we're just passing through. You know how it is. Sometimes this is how I gotta make a living, right? You can't always just get paid in herbs by the local tribes. So,
I mean, yeah, shit, tell me about it.
do you want any? I got some neat new stuff. Do you want some strange viscera to maybe tide you over?
Um,
with that salmon?
I mean, I never say no to some viscera. You know me, Clem.
And I'm just gonna reach in for something that's fresh but not undead.
Okay. Okay.
And just
Okay.
kind of, I'm not gonna give him undead Goliath brain or something.
Yeah, you have some deer intestine that you've been sort of studying recently, but it's pretty fresh. Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. It's some deer intestine. It's pretty fresh, so I think that it could be a
Okay.
real nice dessert to that salmon.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. He'll kind of nose it and flip it up onto its so it's just like draped around his head, and I'll save this for the missus when I get back. Okay.
How is Sheila doing?
Oh,
Anyway?
she's good.
Tony and
That's
Sheila.
sweet of you to ask.
She
Nice.
was.
It was the first name that came to mind.
Charity's just gonna look over at Stormbringer. How are you as normal as you are?
I don't think I've ever met this bear before, so maybe that has to do with it.
Yeah, Tony doesn't really like people so much, they're kind of judgy a little bit, like they don't always
Yeah.
get the whole common talking bear, and so that he hides. But like I said, I'm known around these parts. I got connections, and sometimes those connections are bears. So I mean, it is what it
You're
is.
a person. You're a person, Clem.
I am, but I'm a non-judgmental person, let's say.
Tony, have you ever met sometimes he's a goat, sometimes he's a sort of wiry human named Ferris?
No, I can't say that I have. I'm thinking back, but no, I don't meet a lot of goat people.
Goat or person? Weirder as a person than as a goat.
Well, I met a couple goats. I might have ate them. Has you been recently eaten by someone?
No,
Not that
no,
we're
must have been
aware.
someone else.
All right, probably haven't made his acquaintance then. Well, carry on.
It
Wait.
was real great to see you.
Oh,
Tony.
that voice. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I know. Anytime I choose any voice that's really freaking throaty, it's a lot on me, and I wonder about my decisions.
But
You
wait,
have other
Tony,
voices?
you could come with us and help us with our mission here, and maybe someone could ride you because you look more comfy than a horse.
Whoa! That's like real offensive.
Clem, are
Like
you serious
Rosemary.
with this one here?
I'm sorry. She doesn't know.
Man.
I know. I'm sorry.
just
Here,
wanna
have a little bit more deer intestine, and I've got some really good berries here for you as well. Bring it back to Sheila. Give her my best.
All right.
You know people. They don't
Jeez.
always
But maybe you-
understand.
And he'll just kind of start to lumber over. The horses are freaked the hell out. You're kind of all having to keep them on the path here. But the bear sort of wanders over to you, Hikari, and kind of gets near you. And
What?
oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I might have been wrong about you. How you doing?
Good.
All right. Well,
Do you want to come with us and help fight some stuff and help Clem, and then maybe one of us can ride you into battle?
listen, that's awesome. I think
Or one or the other.
Look, I think all of them will be fine with you around. I'll just I got some cubs back at the den that I need to get back to. Have a
You're
good
a very
night.
progressive father.
Well, I do what I can.
Okay.
Bye, Tony.
Yeah, bye, Clem.
I tried to get us a bear.
And Clem just kind of waddles off.
Clem.
I'm sorry, Tony waddles
Clem
off
just waddles off and we never see her again.
off into the dark.
Bye. Okie doke.
So yeah, that was Tony. He's a bear. He can speak, so we can understand him. I don't really know why, these things happen. Places are weird, but he's
I think, it
genuinely
never
a
really
cool
came
guy.
up in the conversation.
Yeah, I don't really I ask a lot of questions, but I don't always ask the questions if they're going to be prying in that way. I know people
Sure.
like their privacy. So anyway, I mean, no, I know that you were going to explain that purse thing, and I don't know if we should just keep talking while we're walking, or I guess we're not really walking because the horses are walking, but you get my drift. Did you want to explain to me what that means, or?
Are you talking to me?
I mean, I don't have to be. We could just move on. It's fine. You just seemed real interested in my consent to something I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, Clementine Purse Gambit. Yeah. At some point, we may just need you to hop into a bag and get carried around by Stormbringer for some purpose. That's all.
Depends on what you offer, but it's not off the table.
Good to know. Yeah, good to be open to it. Who knows what might come up? What situations and puzzles and challenges might arise on this our journey to Thankheim, the city of the stone giants?
You're a real shifty fella, you know that?
What? What did you say?
I said you're a real shifty fella.
Shifty.
Hello.
Corey.
Yeah, I can't tell if you're putting me on right now. Like, it just is this sincerity or?
I think so.
Oh,
Is this sincerity? My demeanor, my way of talking and being in the world, and always crashing the fourth wall. What is the fourth wall? What would it mean for me, Burbage Kemp, to be sincere, to be authentic, to be a real, grounded individual in this plane of reality? I don't know. It's fun being around me, though, isn't it? Isn't it?
And
yeah, I guess a little bit.
All right. So you travel on. You come down into kind of a valley between several peaks, and at this point, you really run the horses. This is a moment to really kind of catch up a little bit on time. So you're traveling at that fast pace. Again, the path is pretty easy to follow, but this is about the time, Clem, that your lantern is going out.
One other thing that probably Charity at least would be keeping an eye out for, and might also suggest, like, I'll drop into character for the suggestion, but it's also a thing that I would be keeping an eye out for. Clem and Stormbringer, we might, as we're traveling and as we get nearer to where we might, provoke giants, look for spaces that could be good fallback positions and or ambush spots if we needed to run the hell away and then fight again.
Guys, they might be giants, or they might not be. Sorry, I just had to get that one in. Figured I'd just get
one in there. Okay.
get
I'm
it
pretty
get it over
sure
with
that
now.
Tony said they were giants, so...
Yeah, but they might be
I
giants.
think they were definitely giants.
They were definitely giants? All right. Well, okay, I'm done. Sorry, Charity, you were making a real point about
Real
strategy,
strategic point here.
tactics.
So, I'm not really what's known
Nothing
as your, like,
matters.
strategic fighter. So if you're asking for me to look out for strategic fighting places in a battle with a group, I don't know.
Choke points where we could limit how many of them could get to us, and ledges that we might be able to push them off of. Those would be the big things to look for.
ooh, ledges.
I can look too. Yeah, I'll watch. And I'll also put the drift globe, is that what it's called? Up so that I have light now.
Nope.
Where did Andy go?
Curtains.
And it fainted
Sorry, what?
and
It's curtains for you, kid. Sorry.
So yeah, the drift globe will just have light on it.
Okay, I
Yep.
will keep an eye out for, so like once we do our slowdown, once all my mathematical calculations of the stride of a stone giant versus the stride of our horse, and we do our slowdown, then I'll start looking for those kinds of things.
Do we know if stone giants can see in the dark?
Yes, with that history roll for both of you, they do have dark vision. They are underground
Oh.
people.
They are?
Yeah.
Giants that live underground?
Stone giants, yes. They, especially Thankheim. Thankheim is deep in the mountain.
I didn't know
Literally in the mountain. Yeah.
that. Interesting.
Yep. All right. As you progress, you're making your way through. Charity, you're kind of focused on being high alert and trying to figure out where some fallback positions might be, places for ambush, stuff like that as you move up. You're now climbing elevation again. Your horses are getting a bit winded, but they seem to be able to push through as well. And you're about 4 hours into the journey, kind of at this point. As you get to a path that the path is now winding in almost sort of a terrace fashion up this side of this mountain here. Charity, you hear a whisper in the back of your head. It's not something that's happened often to you, but you recognize it immediately as your dagger. And you just hear a, "Look out from above."
Last time this happened, Charity died.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
This is the last time that this happened.
Danger above.
Charity, you look up and you see a figure now stand black against just a barely lit sky from the moon. Another larger figure standing next to it as well. It's hard because your brain isn't quite matching where the distance is. They actually look somewhat close to you, but then that doesn't make sense if they're giants. And then something even passes in front of the moon itself, and you already see a boulder in the air.
Oh,
And
like
that's where we're
flying
going to
through
take
the
a break.
Okay, like a boulder flying.
Flying in the air toward you guys.
Yeah.
And at the moment, Charity's the only one that sort of sees this.
Well, he did say danger above right away.
Yep, yeah, and he was able to, absolutely get some of that out. So we'll pick that up in just a minute then. We'll take a break, manage our fluids, get something to drink, go to the bathroom, take a quick stretch before we get into some shenanigans.
Going to
Yeah, like
Be
Let's
back
go.
about 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yep, about 10 minutes.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
See you in 10 minutes, everybody.
BRB.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Goats and Dragon Fates of Ryn. The party has just, in their haste to catch up to the giants that they're tracking, has come upon some giants waiting in ambush for you, or for anyone, it seems, who would be trying to follow them. Two giants now await for you and seemingly have already attacked. Now, as Charity was whispered a bit of a warning from his dagger, Charity was very quick to warn everyone what's coming. And so I need both Hikari and Burbage to make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Okay, how do I do it? Oh, I just turn on the advantage thing.
Yep.
Dexterity?
Dexterity saving throws with advantage. And as you're doing that, let me explain a little bit for everyone what's going on here. So, to the left of the adventurers, you are on a path that falls sharply on your left, about 30 feet down.
Okay.
This is a sort of winding, sort of terrace-like path that is going up the mountain. The giants are further up the mountain, higher than you. And each of these little terrace sections is about 10 feet of kind of rock you would have to climb. Other than that, there is a path that winds up toward the giants that you can also do. You are all on horses at the moment. And all right, Burbage rolled a 14 dexterity save.
With
Hikari
advantage,
rolled
though. She could roll higher.
Wait,
with advantage. I'm sorry. So Hikari rolled a 12.
And Burbage could roll higher than a 14.
Yeah. 24 will do it. Excellent. At this Burbage, you're able to immediately pull your horse back. It kind of rears up, and then falls a little bit closer to Charity. Hikari, you look up. You don't see the boulder coming toward you at this moment before it does impact you and your horse.
God damn it! I just
Jesus
got another horse.
Christ! Hikari and horses.
I just named him.
Don't break my
I just named him. Hold on. Typhon 2.
Okay.
Typhoon?
Hikari, you get knocked off your horse entirely, prone. Your horse gets kind of knocked to the ground as well. You take 21 damage.
Oh. Shaw. Wait.
That's an entire third of my hit points if I got hit with that.
Okay, sorry.
Don't get hit, Clementine Dancer.
So, can you look at this really quick?
Yeah, so you're taking away from this right now, because technically we're still under Charity's aid.
Okay, yeah. How much was it?
21.
21. So that would be 80?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's what you're at. Okay. All right. And at this, why don't we go ahead and roll initiative? So please remember to click on your icon first, and then the initiative bar.
Mine is always awful. A 1. I never roll well.
So Hikari crit failed her initiative? Yikes.
Yeah, Hikari, you were just stunned here from that boulder.
Well, yeah, I just got hit in the head with a boulder.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not going to be good for the brain damage.
The ongoing damage. I rolled an 18. Clem rolled a 10. Stormbringer a 21.
And Charity, what do you got?
11. It's on the top there.
Yep, there you go. Okay, I see it. And
Yeah, it did get my roll.
right on. And Burbage, Stormbringer. Okay, I think that's everyone. All right. There we go. All right, so that means Stormbringer, you are able to go first.
So I've used a mount like once in battle in my whole life or something. How do mounts work again in battle?
Basically, you can lead them on their own movement speed as basically kind of a free action.
Can they dash?
No, it's just their movement speed is once. You can make your action to have them dash, if you'd like.
Okay, and what's a horse's movement speed?
60, I
The
believe.
war horse, which is what you are on currently, has a movement speed. It's in feet, and it's going to be. It doesn't say.
Is it too late to remember a new skill that I just got that could help Kari? Because it was in my level up and I forgot about it because it's new.
Depends on
fine if it's-
what it was.
Flash of Genius?
Six.
Flash of Genius lets me add my intelligence modifier to anybody within 30 feet on a skill check or a save.
Ooh.
I also don't know if it would be enough because it's +4.
I think she rolled a 2.
Oh, I thought
No, she rolled a
with
12.
advantage.
Yeah.
She had advantage
I
because of my
rolled a
warning.
Oh, yeah, not on the initiative, but yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
on
rolled
the
a
being
12.
hit by the boulder. If it's
Yeah,
too late, don't worry about
that.
it. I can.
Yeah, that one's a little too far back, I think.
Thank you,
literally was
anyway.
just
Yeah.
like, oh wait, I have this thing. It's fine.
Totally. You're totally good. Okay, it's 60 feet for Stormbringer.
Okay, and I'm understanding this correctly that I have to zigzag my way up the stupid path instead of just walking directly to the.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to make a athletics check to have the horse climb up rock.
Am I
I
on the
mean,
horse
I'm
with Stormbringer?
raging.
Yes, Clem, you're on the horse too. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Is it a free action to push Clem off the horse?
I mean, you can.
How
Yeah,
did-
I'll say that's just part of Stormbringer's movement. It's not part of the horses, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna gently, like this is like gently tossing children. I'm gonna gently shove Clem off the horse.
All right. Very nice. Clem, you just kind of bounce off the ground for a second and stand up.
You stay down here where you're safe, little person, and I'm gonna go up there and deal with the big people, because I don't think they have Dawn Protector, so we gotta deal with this quick.
Sounds like a good plan.
How hard of an athletics check would it be to make the horse climb straight to the giant?
You don't exactly know. It doesn't look incredibly hard. It's just kind of like 10 feet is kind of a lot for a horse to climb up.
Don't be a baby horse. Okay.
You can certainly try.
Although, I think also importantly, and just correct me if I'm wrong about this, Andy, but I think this is the way we've ruled this.
Yeah.
You get the horse's 60 feet of movement for free. That is not your movement. So you
Correct.
could move the horse 60 feet and then do your own movement of whatever it is. And it might be easier for you, for example, knowing what you're doing
I'm a
to...
movement of 40, so between me and the horse, I can get there normally. So I guess I'll do that. I'm not gonna do the whole walking thing. Like up the... We don't have to do this. Okay.
You can get there with your 60 just on the
The
horse.
horse? Okay. And that's in range then.
Yeah.
That's very in range, apparently.
Horsing
Thought I was still back a
time.
little. Okay, Ray John. So
All right.
every creature, well, of my choice within 10
You
feet of me.
in this clear night, as Stormbringer's rushing up the hill on the horse, you just hear this bellow and shout, and immediately you see clouds form above and lightning start to kind of roll through them.
And unfortunately, it's just the one closest to me needs to make a DC 17 Dex save.
Okay. No problem. Dex. They rolled a 14.
So 9 points of lightning damage.
All right,
And then first attack with my glaive.
let's do it.
$21.
All right, yeah, on the horse, you rush up very quickly and just stab it as the horse gets close enough. It tries to kind of block it out of the way, but it hits. Please roll damage. 14. Very nice.
Plus 3, so 17. Magical, whatever this is.
Oh, yeah, 17.
Magical slashing. Second attack. I assume a 28 on
28
this. For 18 magical slashing damage. And as I swing the second time, I'm gonna shout, "Hey, you're really wasting our time, so just go away! Fuck off, I'm busy!"
All right.
Very different than my usual battle yells, so I want to fight.
Definitely.
And that's my turn.
All right. The stone giant sort of laughs at you and chuckles a bit, looks back at his,
We
at
skipped
his
Burbage.
partner. I'm sorry?
We
You
skipped Burbage.
me.
We did? Oh, my bad. Please, Burbage. That was just free. I wasn't actually going to attack or anything. Go for it.
So my horse cannot get around the horse in front of me, right?
Yes, correct. Can't get around Charity there. No, that's fine. No. We'll say, yeah, horses they're trained enough, I'd say, to be able to completely be allies to each other. You can move through ally spaces like that, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll kind of
Goliath horses.
this, and I'm on the horse that had kind of wandered up to us without its rider.
Yes.
So I sang a little song to it.
Yeah.
I forget what the song was. I'm sure it was great.
It was great. It was amazing, yeah.
So yeah, I'll have Burbage will have the horse kind of shimmy by Charity's horse and take its full movement up these inclined paths.
All right, you can get to about there.
And now this giant is on a ledge like above me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will. And that was just the horse's movement. Jeez.
Correct, yeah.
I might not want to go the whole way.
Okay.
I might want to like strategically maintain some kind of distance for now, because giants are scary.
Yeah.
Right?
Almost as if Charity's rubbing off on you. Yes.
So maybe like over here from where I'm doing this arrow.
Yeah.
Kind of just go there so that I'm within range to do my dual crossbow attack.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, you get your crossbows out as the horse is galloping up the hill. You bring it to a stop, and as it kind of, its head falls back down, you have a perfect shot.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take it.
And I'm going to attack with my hand crossbow. I'm going to use one of my last few remaining walloping bolts.
Okay.
With my offhand crossbow, I'll just use a regular bolt. Oof. Did I
12 does not
Do you have
hit.
inspiration?
It does. I mean, it hits, but it just bounces off this thick-skinned giant.
Did I have to assign it ahead of time like that?
You did, yeah.
God
you
damn it.
can you can use my inspiration.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Re-roll it then.
All right, let's try this again.
These
Come
first hit,
on.
I very rarely get inspiration.
Charity, yeah, what do you shout to Burbage to inspire him here?
I think that actually maybe as like Burbage is just sort of like giving the horse free rein. You're just gonna hear Charity. Maybe a little bit of range. They're very large.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's try this again. Come on, luck be a lady tonight. Oh yeah.
A 28. A 28 definitely hits.
And it's
Yeah.
a 19, and that
And it is a
whopping
19.
bolt. Oh my fuck!
No way.
That knocks
Okay.
that fucker prone.
And you were
Okay.
sneak attacking it. She's in range.
Yeah, roll your damage and sneak attack damage. As is just focused entirely on Stormbringer and is just like winding up to just swing at Stormbringer as hard as it can. Its jaw just gets blasted with this gigantic force energy from your crossbow.
Oh,
Doing 21 damage.
21 piercing, and it knocks it prone. And I'm gonna.
And it falls backward and starts to slide, then kind of down the embankment behind it, completely prone in front of Stormbringer.
That's so awesome! Excellent use of inspiration, Galway. Thank you. So glad that worked out. And then I'll shoot the same guy with my offhand crossbow.
Okay.
With a regular bolt.
Sure.
Just for rules purposes, he might want to target the other one, because prone targets have a grant disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Oh,
and I don't think he. And I, sorry, the only reason I was table talking that was I don't think Adam knew that. So
yeah, totally fine.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that I am not within range of the other one because of my.
So it'd be disadvantage either way. Yeah.
So then you at least know that you are going to be, just know that if you're shooting, you're going to be disadvantaged as opposed to whoopsie.
Can I retroactively?
You could also have the horse move up more.
Now that I knocked him prone, right?
Yeah, whatever you want. Technically, their horse could move up to here. You could try to leap up onto this ledge and stab.
Yeah, we did establish a precedent.
If you want to get that close.
That Burbage is able to use his crossbow and a short sword.
Yeah, you're basically sort of wearing kind of a purse like strap on one of your crossbows that you can just let it dangle next to you and pull out your short sword. That'd be fine.
So yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, like I might change the plan here because I didn't anticipate actually walloping this giant. I think instead of doing the second crossbow attack, I will use my second story work to climb up this ledge.
Nice. Yeah.
Which doesn't cost any extra movement because of that.
It won't. Yeah, just give me an athletics check. Or an acrobatics, I'll say, because you're on your horse and it's not too far above your horse. You could jump either way. You could jump or sort of climb.
I'll do acrobatics.
Okay. $24.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, as the horse gallops up behind Stormbringer, you stand up in the saddle itself, leap off of it, and sort of bounce very lightly on a large rock, and then flip up onto the ledge itself, right next to the prone giant.
Nice. Do I have advantage in my attack?
You do then, yes.
Oh boy, oh boy. Hey, prone giant. I'm gonna stab ya with Dianathine.
$24 hits. Another 8 damage. Very nice.
All right. How's that feel? Does it feel like a birdhouse in your soul? Huh? Huh?
Wow.
Oh, I love Jimmy Wood.
Can you move my map over a little bit because I can't see the other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I can't see myself. But that's okay.
All right. Its turn. It's going to stand up so that Stormbringer and Burbage both get an opportunity attacks, if you'd like, as your reactions.
I rolled a 21 again.
21 hits. 24 also hits.
I did 19 points of magical slashing damage.
Wow. All right.
And I did 11.
And
Burbage can
damage.
sneak attack again.
11.
Do I get sneak attack on a
This is a
reaction?
Yeah, you
different
do.
turn.
It's not your
You can
turn
you can sneak
anymore.
attack. Basically, if you somehow could manage it every turn of a round, you can proc a separate one. And does Dianathine have a benefit to sneak attacks?
It does. I get an additional. Is it a D6?
Yes.
D6.
Whoops, the first one, yeah, 2. So that's
A 2. Yeah.
31 plus.
You only needed one more. Because that ended it. As it's trying to stand up, Stormbringer, you just pound your glaive straight into it. It roars back in pain. And then kind of its eyes settle on you as Burbage just stabs straight up into its chest, the blade piercing all the way up to the hilt. And the thing just starts to go limp, starts to almost tip over onto you, Burbage, and slides down next to you with a thud onto the ground.
Oh, I bet you need a doctor, huh? Don't you, Dr. Worm? Just so everybody knows, these are all They Might Be Giants references, which was in the last podcast episode. Just for anyone
I've
who's
never listened to They Might Be Giants, so this is just very confusing for me.
All I
just
know
knew
is every time
Birdhouse,
his like
so-
intonation hits this, I'm like, oh, this is a reference, presumably to They Might Be Giants. Otherwise, this has gotten really apropos of nothing. No idea
I
about
mean,
the specific
wouldn't
references.
put it past Adam, so.
He did just have his character give a fourth wall breaking speech about breaking the fourth wall.
I sure did.
We've
All right.
somehow
The
mentioned
other
like
one up
Inception.
on the cliff a little bit higher is just shouts in rage, grabs a couple large boulders next to him, and he's going to throw both of them at you and Stormbringer.
Uh-oh.
The first one is a crit miss because awesome, Andy. That means
Hooray!
okay, just a normal miss. He is humbled that the rock he in grief, tears in his eyes from his fallen brother. He's just throwing them as hard as he can at Burbage, and the rock just skids across some of the cliff behind you. Stormbringer, 13 does not hit you either. As the rock is coming in toward you, you just kind of duck further into the saddle, and it goes over your head, slams into the ground in between the horses.
Nice.
Charity.
Good job with the killing it already.
Like, that's like, what, a round and a half?
That was intense. Yeah, that was wow. I'm impressed.
Let me just measure one more thing because that thing dying just changed a whole bunch of my plans. Okay. Spiritual weapon at level 2 will summon next to it.
Okay.
21.
Definitely hits.
10 force damage.
4. Pow. All right.
And then Charity's going to sort of, with now his halos burning and the sort of wisps of his horn reforming out of flame, point at it. Do you hear the bells? I need a wisdom saving throw from it. Ugh, that was terrible damage.
Wisdom save. Okay. Let's see how wise these are. A 10.
So it'll take another 10 necrotic damage as images of it dying as exactly as its friend just did flash through its eyes.
Nice.
Okay. I love it. Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'd kind of like to be away from this edge.
Very good.
How does Hikari seem generally?
Akari is trying to kind of stand up, but seems to be having a hard time.
But like, I'm not like bleeding. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah, you keep saying that to Akari.
Do
Akari
you-
is just like, no, I'm okay. It's fine. It's
Do you-
fine. Everything's fine. I got
Could
this.
I use part of like some
You're
of my?
asking about.
Could I use some of my
Sorry, go
movement to
ahead.
like pull her up onto my horse?
Sure.
Am I not on my horse? Did my horse
No, you got
go?
knocked off your horse. Your horse
My
is
horse is fine.
your
Like-
horse is
So,
unconscious next to you. Yeah.
so Charity's gonna sort of turn the horse around
Sorry.
and trot over and be like, "Yeah, I know you're okay. Just why don't you get on up? Why don't you get on up?" And I'll use my movement, and then I'm gonna take us away and be like, "Clem, you might want to get away from the edge." But this one seems
Sorry, are you-
far less awake than you are.
Yeah.
So where do I need to move? What's the edge on this map? Sorry.
And so yeah, I might even just pull us up into kind of that up here, this area, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably the
Yeah, a little
easiest. And I'm just trying to get some clearance.
Yeah, Rachel, it's this ledge down here is
Gotcha.
a 30-foot drop. Yeah.
Which is, not
You-
god
you
awful
know,
or
you're 10
anything,
feet
but
away
I don't
from the
want to severely concuss Hikari going off of that.
Sure, yeah. So it's my
also,
turn.
And that'll be my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the ledges.
cool. All
So
right.
do I have
You
to
also see
move, like-
Hikari's
Oh, sorry.
horse unconscious back here, Clem.
I have so few spell slots. I'm sorry for the horse. Somebody else can bring it back.
Sounds good.
I've lost so many at this point. I'm just like,
We did
That's why I wanted the
I didn't know
bear.
we wouldn't, so I don't have a whole lot of spells, I guess.
it's not a big deal.
I can medicine
mean-
check the horse when I'm done.
Sounds good.
Okay, so do I have to move along the path like this way?
Unless you want to scramble up the rock here next to you. That would just take an athletics check.
Not my strength.
Sounds good.
Could I make it to like here? Oh, that's not.
Here. 15, 20, 25. Yeah. This one?
Let's do that, yeah. And then
Yeah.
I will do the Clementine special and aim a firebolt at the alive one.
The
do
Clementine
it.
special. I now just picture your firebolt bolts looking like the small fruit. Clementine special.
24 hits. Jeez. 16. Yeah. As it's looking around for more boulders to grab, you slam into it. The fire just kind of rolls off its back and onto its head a little bit, and it winces in pain.
And yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Hikari, you are kind of come to on the back of Charity's steed. You grab
Is it
onto
just
him.
me on it, or
No, yeah, he's
Yeah.
on it as well. You kind of grab onto him to steady yourself a little bit, but that's your entire turn as you.
How
roll a
you
one.
doing, champ?
No.
Sorry.
Can I do a bonus action?
Like what?
Like a bonus action.
Not like cast a
That I
spell or
can't cast a
anything.
spell.
If you wanted to like say something real
I'm just
quick.
gonna start like you guys are just gonna see this disembodied arm just start like punching him regularly. Okay. So nothing.
Oh, I thought you
can do
meant
nothing.
Charity. I'm like, why?
Oh, just knock it down.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, like just. Anyway. And I'm sorry my picture's not up. I accidentally denied video access, and it's gonna be this whole rigmarole. So
Oh no.
you get
Okay.
to see what's her name? Patricia Franchetti from what's it called?
From Breathless.
From Breathless.
Okay.
They don't actually get to see anything because I have it so
Oh,
that
like
if you're not
the-
connected to
Yeah,
the
I don't
video,
think
it
the icon is up.
disconnects
Oh,
you.
it's my just my usual icon.
Stormbringer, your turn.
Cool.
Whoa. Everyone.
I'm gonna move like 5 feet in. I only need to move like 5. Well, wait. Burbage gets like a bonus though if I'm right next to it, right? And it doesn't count that doesn't count if I'm using a weapon with reach. I have to be actually right next to it for him to get sneak attack.
Correct. Yeah, you have
Okay.
to be in its 5 feet.
And then I'll move far enough in that I'm within 5 feet of it.
Well, so this is up on a ledge then still. So you can kind of get to about here. And yeah, you're within 5 feet of its like feet, I guess,
That counts. That's
on
part
your
of it.
horse. So yeah, that counts.
So let's do lightning first before I forget. I need to make a DC 17 dex save.
Okay. It rolled an 11.
Only 4 points of lightning damage this time.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swing at it with my glaive.
All right. 20 hits.
16 points of magical slashing damage. Second attack.
All right. 13 misses, I'm afraid. It just sort of stomps on your glaive, sends it into the rock, and it takes a second to have to pull it out again.
Wow, rude. You should just die really fast like your buddy did, because we have things to do tonight and you are just like being rude.
And that's my turn.
His eyes just like daggers lock onto you. Burbage.
I'd probably be like shit talking them in giant, actually. I've probably been saying all this.
Oh, even worse. Okay.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Okay, I think I am within range of the second giant, so I'm gonna try to hit this one with a walloping bolt too. With
Okay.
my hand crossbow. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Holy shit!
Oh my
That is a
gosh.
20. That is a crit hit, and it triggers the walloping bolt. I can't
And
believe
sneak attack crits.
Beautiful.
And sneak attack gets crit hit damage.
Oh my god!
Wow, you're just murdering these
gosh.
giants.
What are the chances?
Fucking erased. Crit hit table?
Oh yeah. It could be something else even.
Target loses limb. Holy shit!
Wow. Burbage, yeah, you go ahead and roll your damage and stuff. You take aim as this thing had slammed its foot into Stormbringer's glaive, and Stormbringer was fighting to pull it out. It looks like it's just about to leap onto Stormbringer, and so you aim, and as it goes to jump onto Stormbringer and slam down with its giant fist, you bury that bolt into its arm, and as it then explodes out, its arm just immediately falls off entirely as it then falls back onto the ground.
So 9 plus 48, 57.
Because the
Minus
sneak attack,
57
the
damage.
sneak attack is doubled. Is that it?
Yep.
And then the 9 piercing damage,
Yep.
and he's
Oh my
prone.
God.
Holy shit!
He's now prone on the ground without his left arm entirely.
All right.
Jesus.
Burbage says,
So crazy.
he says, "Hey, we want a rock." Just looking at the list of they might be giant songs.
Oh my God.
There's nothing here about amputated limbs.
No, that's wild.
Shocking.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Although they do have a song called "Dead." I don't know why I just didn't just use that one for the first.
It's about time for dead.
Oh, you didn't bring your lucky ball and chain today, did you? Ha ha! All right, that's my turn.
I feel like
All right.
Burbage just got way more British.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Don't judge me, Charity.
All right, he The giant flips over, plants an arm down. That's within range, though. As it's
You
trying
can
to get
say
up
the
Stormbringer.
arm, the arm.
The arm. Okay, I'll say the arm.
Does
Right.
the
There is no confusion anymore.
does the spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity for the?
Yes, it would.
He's
Damn.
so mad right now.
Oh no, I'm
I know
super
you're not
excited.
mad. I know you're just
Yeah,
like you're
30.
always a little like, oh, I didn't kill him.
30 hits. Stormbringer, you get an attack too.
7.
I didn't mean to click that one. Ignore that.
Okay. Oh, the fire greatsword.
I don't hit 12.
I'm afraid the 12, doesn't hit. It raises its the arm. It raises the arm before you were able to swing at it. It's now standing up. And at this, it's going to try to just like fall on top of you, Stormbringer.
Is this giant
It's going
fighting?
to jump down and try to tackle you off the horse. So go ahead and make a athletics check with advantage against his disadvantage because he only has one arm.
Crit hit. So I'm
Oh my
super athletic.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, he leaps down on you with one arm. Still in the saddle of this thing. You grab that arm, grab its shoulder, and just like move this giant straight into the ground.
Ridiculous.
And so it's gonna. Oh yeah, it's because it means it's gonna take a d6 damage because it fell straight into the ground. And yeah. Paint me a picture, Stormbringer. How did you just kill this thing?
Accidentally?
Dunking it like a basketball?
Yeah, just spiked it straight into the ground and snatched its head in.
I'm just picturing you.
Yeah,
No,
all right.
busy.
It leapt on top of you, just raging and starting to curse at you in giant. And you just very deftly take the edge of your glaive, grab its hand, and then just pile drive its face into the ground off your horse.
Did you say pile drive it?
I did.
That's awesome.
And at that, Stormbringer, you hear a voice in your head go, "Interesting. Very interesting."
Okay, well that
And ladies
was
and gentlemen, we are out of combat.
I'm gonna go over.
I didn't even get to fight.
That was
That's okay.
amazing.
It's all right.
I
I'm
feel like
just
this has
glad
happened to you
they're-
before, Darcy, hasn't it? Where
You've missed an entire
because
fight.
I swear, I almost always have like the lowest initiative because my initiative's only like 0.1
Yeah.
and I roll really bad every time. And so, no, it's fine. I just thought that was funny. Yes, it has happened to me before.
There might still be a little bit of a ticking clock as Clem runs over to the horse.
Yeah, I want to see if I can
Why?
stabilize it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a medicine check, Clem.
I'm probably also by the horse because
yeah.
I didn't move.
No,
run
you
over
were
to
on
it.
my horse. So
Oh, that's right. So I'll get off and run towards the 2 because I
Okay.
really don't want it to die.
Clem, very nice. With the 20 medicine, it's bleeding kind of bad, but it's
Oh.
you feel that honestly it's mostly just now unconscious. Nothing looks majorly life-threatening. So with just a little bit of healing somehow, you think it could probably get up again.
I can heal
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tapped, so
Yeah, that's
you
okay.
maybe want
Since I didn't have to
Yeah. You
fight,
didn't
I
have to
can.
spend much.
Let's. I don't know how many points do horses usually have.
13 to 15-ish
Okay, let's go
for a riding
ahead
horse.
and do healing word.
Healing word. Okay.
At level 1 should be fine because my spell casting modifier is like 13, isn't it?
One will get it up if you want it to probably 2 or 3.
At level 2.
At level 2. Okay.
7 total.
So it should be 2d4 plus my spell casting modifier.
Yep. So 6, 7.
That's it?
7 healing.
I thought
It does 2d4 plus 3 each time.
my
There's only
spellcasting.
plus 3?
Why did I think my spellcasting modifier is like 13?
That's your
No,
attribute,
that's your
not the
save.
modifier.
Save.
Yeah. And your
Okay.
attribute is, yeah.
So it's 7 and
Yep.
it's up and okay right now?
Yeah, it's
would've done
it's
a
still a
higher
little hurt.
level.
It's got a little bit of a limp to it, but it should be able to keep pace still with everyone.
Okay, I can heal him more.
It's up to you.
Well, if we have to keep going.
I was gonna say
Well,
we're not
we'll be
going to
doing
get
a slower pace
I'm gonna-
now.
we're not going to get a
Go
rest, and we are
ahead.
going to be fighting giants.
What? Yeah. Hate this tablet. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead.
Technically,
and do-
cure wounds would be a little bit more healing, maybe.
That's what I was getting. Let's do cure wounds at level 2,
Okay,
I guess.
that's your last second
No.
level slot.
Nope, I have one more. I had a 3 on here at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you took one down. I see.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Because I don't want my horse to be like hurting.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. So roll. Was it a D?
8. Can you roll it real quick?
Yeah, I'll roll a
Sorry.
D8 for you. Plus your spellcasting modifier, which is 3. That's a 5. 5 more.
So he should be almost.
Yeah, that's pretty much up to its maximum.
And then I yell, hold on, I have to look it up. I think it's named, my first horse was named Typhon, which means father of all monsters.
Okay.
At least in this game when I first appeared. So I'm going to yell, yes, Typhon 2, father of all monsters, or son of all monsters, however
It
that
nuzzles
works.
into you, and tries to get you to get on its back there.
Okay.
Um,
Don't have to
I
ask me twice.
Right on.
I would like to look at the stone giant's corpses quickly, because I know we're in
Yes.
a hurry, and take whatever cool stuff I can from my bags.
I'm also gonna quickly roll their corpses, not for viscera, but because I'm looking for any clues about why the hell they kidnapped Dawn Protector and Mountain Splitter.
I'll trot up and also give Stormbringer
All right,
guidance for that effort.
So that sounds like an investigation, and then Clem, give me a perception.
Mine wouldn't also be investigation? Because I thought I was like actively getting in there with my hands and doing stuff.
I'm sorry?
Mine wouldn't also be investigation? Because I'm like getting in there and looking through and trying to.
I mean, it can if you're going into like the guts and stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. That's fine.
I rolled a 9 with guidance.
That's hilarious. Did you hear Lena?
Yeah, 9 with guidance. Yes,
I also
they
rolled
don't
a
seem to
9.
have any like orders on them, Stormbringer. You're looking through, they seem to have packed light, which to you suggests this was a raid, that they were meant to just go out and come back as soon as possible. There's like 1 day's ration. There you find, both of you then find they have some weird like kind of trinkets on them, just because giants are collecting weird stuff. One of them is an oddly wax dipped statue of Goblin,
Cool.
which is kind of interesting. One is a tarnished statue of a chicken with little notches, and it looks like it's primarily made out of like black tinted buffalo horn. So that's kind of weird.
Is this what she found or what I found? Sorry.
Both of you, yeah, are kind of looking around. And then Clem, you also find kind of hidden in almost a smaller little pouch on one of them, some what looks to be a bottle of some sort of liquor. Whatever label was on this bottle is definitely gone from time. It's quite dusty.
I've
but
written
it
stone giant liquor in
does
my
look to be some sort of alcohol.
in my inventory.
Come back.
I'm gonna hand the statues to Charity and be like, here, these, I don't know, they look weird, maybe they're magic. We should keep going. That was like, a whole like 30 seconds of our time. Fucking giants.
Right.
That was 12 seconds.
Oh my god.
That is
From danger above to you
The fighting
choke slamming that thing to death was 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Please,
Okay.
someone become our animator so we can watch these moments because we've had some
What a
really good
fucking
ones,
fight.
and I really want to see them acted out.
Okay.
Jeez.
Just saying.
So two things.
Yes.
One, y'all are freaking strong. Like
hell yeah.
that was I guess I feel kind of better actually. So thanks. I guess Stormbringer was right about, taking care of us. So I mean you did good too, little man.
Thank you.
Two, I've realized now that my friend Tony did say there were 5, and I probably should have taken that as a warning that maybe there were 2 others, but now we know that there's 3 left and we know where they are. So now I think we can feel pretty good about our prospects.
You know what, Clem? It's all right. We all make mistakes. One time, Hikari told me to be on the lookout for her sword, saying that there would be good money in it for me if I found it, right? And what did I do when I actually found said sword? I took the next opportunity I had to try to sell it to somebody else.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed off.
Hikari just happened to be
Prisoner.
a prisoner inside the wagon of the person I was trying to sell it to, too.
Rachel
And I
actually remembers listening to that.
Anyway, so yeah, we all have our moments, so it's all good. It's all good.
Charity is, as Burbage is going through
Like,
this,
I
Charity.
just got hit with a rock, and then the battle was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charity will remember the rest of his interactions with that particular NPC.
Right.
Good times. It's also like, yeah, so basically you got knocked quasi-unconscious by a boulder, woke up to find your horse down, one giant with an arm torn off, and
Yep.
both of them dead. I just
I wish
realized...
I could have taken that arm and beaten the giant to death with it.
Right.
I also
That
just
would've
realized
been
that you
my plan.
specified that she never even quite saw the rock that, like, hit her. So
I just woke up and
you basically just woke up to a couple of dead giants and, like, Clem stabilizing your horse.
I'm just like, yep, let's go. Rock and roll.
Does Hikari like legit have like a TBI now? Like,
Probably. No, I think I'm okay.
Probably not mechanically. Flavor-wise, do whatever you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So after searching the giants, you all get back on your horses. Stormbringer, resolute, understanding exactly where they need to go now. Stormbringer and Clem lead you again on this path.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for the things that Charity said we should look for.
Right. All
Once
right.
I feel like we're getting closer, the whole ledges and
I feel like
choke points thing.
I feel like Charity will be,
Sounds good.
as we're like heading up, like, by the way, this here where they were was an excellent example of the kind of thing that I want to be on the lookout for us.
Okay, so I'm gonna look for that. Gotcha. Yeah, I could do
Just
that.
sort of facing the other way. Yeah, very much.
Should I not have made that they might be giants joke right when you were talking about that? Well, do you think that was a distraction?
I think it was fine.
Oh, well.
All right. You travel on through the night. Your horses, you can tell, are getting tired. They've been scared by a bear. They've been scared by giants. One of them raised from the dead, basically. But they're hardy animals, and they're keeping pace. And you're making really good time through the mountains. It's beginning to be daylight. Just this light blue is now encompassing everything. You can see now much further ahead. Burbage, you are now particularly kind of freaked out because you see the incredibly difficult terrain that you've been led through, and realize, oh, at any point I could have fallen off a mountain.
Holy
But
shit, guys! Have we been traveling across this terrain the whole time? That is horrifying.
No?
Oh, okay. All right. I feel better now.
That's exact terrain. Like that
as a point of
anywhere.
as a point of order, Charity's aid has completely worn off. By this time, it's somewhere in the middle of the night. It sort of faded from each of you, so you don't have any of those extra hit points at the moment.
Oh, good for you.
I think Burbage and Hikari were below that anyway.
I
But
had not
think
taken any fucking
Stormbringer and
damage.
Charity, yeah.
This is the most damage
okay.
I've taken in like weeks of sessions. Is this 55 I just dropped
Is
now?
literally the the spell wearing off.
So I think, and I'm not sure. Andy, I leave this up to you. If they were like Hikari was probably around as damaged, does she? If she would basically, does it follow percentage, or does the cap just come down and push her current down? If
I think, unless this spell said otherwise, and I didn't think it did, I think the cap just comes down. I don't think then
so, I'm just gonna put aid in the chat. I'm not casting it, but
yeah.
Choose up to 3 cards. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration.
Yeah.
I think that means
so,
that the
so then that sounds like whatever the amount was,
they go
that was
down.
is still taken away.
Yeah, and
but those hit points were probably taken away first, we'll say. So yeah, I don't know. I think I just like the cap lowering.
Okay, and that's up to you. I can read that either way, because like one of the things that I know that's important for aid compared to say temporary hit points or something that just increases a maximum is if someone was unconscious and I cast aid on them, they're healed for 5 hit points.
Right.
Like it is both healing and hit point maximum increase. I just wasn't sure how you were ruling that.
Yeah, because I think you can make an argument that just those are the hit points that got burned off from a rock, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think that those would be the ones that are lowered. Otherwise, that's a dangerous spell. And I don't think it's meant to be too bad. So yeah, I think we'll read it like that.
Okay, so everybody will have gone down. Your max will go down by whatever the side marker was.
Yeah. But your current should stay the same or be at your max. Cool, very good. So yeah, so you all are just exhausted. You've gone through the whole night. You're cold, you're tired, your horses are pretty beat. Traveling this much is not something you've done in a long time, and you've done it all night long as well.
And I only had like this much ale.
And only that much ale.
Got hit in the head by a rock. So
Indeed. So unless there's any other business, you're starting to creep up on the area you believe the giants were probably making their camp.
Okay, can I look around for the things?
David. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check, Clem.
And sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good.
And that was also a thing that I think I was looking for, and I told Stormbringer to also be looking for.
Yeah, and anyone who wants to look specifically for some of those strategic things, also give me a survival check.
Oh, should I?
And Clem, if you wanted to do that too. Yeah. But Clem, yeah, you're just kind of like looking out specifically too for like where this camp might be, where this road is. Nice.
14 for me.
All right.
11 for me.
Okay. Clem, as day was just breaking, you feel like you saw some smoke from probably a pretty large campfire up ahead. But now that you've gotten a lot closer to it, you don't see that smoke anymore. Which probably tells you that they're already up and they've doused the fire.
So I think we missed our opportunity at getting some sleeping giants because I think they're up, but we're nearby.
Right. So Charity, you're starting to imagine if we're nearby, you're pretty close to a peak that would have a lot of view of the area. That might be really strategically beneficial. And Clem, if they just left not too long ago, you think you might be able to navigate to a ledge overlooking where they're going to pass by very soon. It would take a little bit of effort to get up there, and you probably can't get up there with horses. But you think you know an area, a ledge that Charity was kind of describing that might give you the jump on them if they're traveling at this point.
So I think if we tie up our horse friends here for just a little while, I think we could sneak up if we go, up this ridge and over this part and around this. We can get to a ledge where we can see over where they'll be passing if we want to get the drop on them.
That would seem advisable to me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sneak is my middle name. Oh, I'm back to my original Burbage voice. Isn't that interesting? Don't know why, but yeah, here I am.
She got hit
Your
in the head
name?
with the rock, not you.
Yeah, but
Your
I'm
name
feeling
is Burbage Sneak Kemp.
not literally Clem.
Sneaky.
I
Burbage.
thought it was
Burbage
Winifred.
Sneaky. Cap.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. I think Sneaky's a better middle name. You're right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thanks, Rosemary.
St. Clair. I've this whole time been like, what was my name? Rosaline? Rosamond?
Rosemary Sinclair.
Rosemary Sinclair. Oh, Sinclair, not St. Clair. Yeah, I'm great at this.
Yep, we sure fooled Clem with that one.
Sure,
Yep.
fooled Clem. All right, Stormbringer. You feel you can just sense you're getting close. And everyone seems to be kind of looking to you. What decision do you kind of want to do here? Do you want to try to just barrel ahead, catch up to them from the back, or try this kind of sneaky way of getting up above them and working on it from there?
Sneaky way.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say being on higher ground obviously would be a help, I'm assuming.
All right. Each of you goes ahead. You tie up your horses
Oh, God.
just off the path, so that it's maybe not super obvious that there are horses here, but not too far off so that you can find them pretty easily. And you start to make the trek, climbing several different times up this pretty steep wall here. So I need each of you to start making athletics checks, and you're going to each make 3 of them.
Am I able to assist anyone at all in this?
The kind of depends on what you'd like to do.
Similarly, could
You
like
can certainly try.
we have ropes? Can we like help sort of tie ourselves together? Can we?
I think I have a. Where the what?
I thought you had a
fucking
climbing
pack
kit.
do I have? Yeah. What do explorers packs have in them? Do I have pitons?
I think so. Yeah.
I have
So
pitons.
I could do a rope
Pitons?
and climb up first, and
Are they pitons or pythons?
I have no idea. And stick those into the rocks for people.
I'm just trying to do my athletics checks, okay? Or should I not? Should I wait?
Yeah, just go ahead and do one at a
Pitons,
time.
according to
and then
Google.
it is piton.
Pitons.
Wow.
Okay, I don't even know what.
And
I
are
rolled.
these?
Oh, am I with advantage? Should I roll that again? Because I
No,
had
we'll
advantage.
just take the 19. That's fine.
Okay.
Also, are these sufficiently spaced that I
Um,
could use guidance each time?
Not quite. You could change it per like round of ones that we do.
Well, no, I meant just for me.
Yeah,
I meant like even
So,
on my
each-
checks. I was
yeah,
just
each of
making
the
sure this
3
isn't
rounds.
like boom, boom, boom. I couldn't have recast it in between.
No, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's taking you a bit to kind of get up.
Nine.
9. Stormbringer 19.
12 for Burbage.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Clem got a 1.
Clem
But
crit
I'm
fail.
using the rope and the pitons. So
So, are you kind of tied together a little bit here, or
Well, pumps.
or are several of you kind of going up on your own that are a little bit more athletic and then helping the rest up?
Oh, I guess yeah, I can do that because my athletics is pretty high.
Okay. So yeah, Kari and Stormbringer, you're not having kind of any problem here moving up.
I'm just covered in
Burbage-
bags and baskets and just trying
Yeah.
to like climb up the side, but I'm
Burbage, you're having a little bit harder time, but you know, just a hand from Akari, and you're able to kind of get onto this kind of first ledge where you can rest for a second. Charity's having a hard time. So if Stormbringer gives me a strength check to sort of help pull up in his rope, his guiding line here, we can kind of add some of that. 21, yeah. So with that, Charity, you're not able to climb too much on your own, but with the help of Stormbringer, you can make it up to the top.
I'm just sort of picturing her at this point carrying me up. I've given up. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah,
This is
just kind of limp in the harness that she's made you. And then Clem, you get up part of the way, and immediately a rock falls out from under you, and you bounce and slide down just a little bit here. It's a little bit rocky. You're going to take 10 damage.
Just as a question, and this is for
That's a
Rachel
lot.
because I don't know the mechanics. Could you Boots of the Winding Path when you felt yourself slipping?
Oh yeah, could I? It's technically up somewhere I've been within the last turn, or within this turn, so the last 6 seconds.
It was a little bit more than 6 seconds since you were on the ground. You can try to bamf up again, and then try to catch yourself. I'll allow that.
Or could I try and bamf down and take less damage when I fall?
No, because it's the 6 seconds from when you were on the cliff higher up, essentially.
Okay, I'll try and bamf up and
Okay,
see if I can
so
catch. So that's a
Give me
what,
a dex saving throw. Yeah.
and there's rope to grab onto.
7. Yeah, so you hear a "Ah!" and then you grab onto a rock. Oh, whew, and then that rock slips again. Like, "Ah!" Fall all the way down. You bounce a couple times and land on the ground.
So I take 10 damage, huh?
10 damage. Yeah.
Where Charity is kind of lying still, almost in the harness. I might recommend just letting them sort of tie a rope around you and pull you up. Honestly, if you're
I
prepared to
didn't
let go
really
of any
know-
dignity.
I
It's
mean,
easy.
I didn't really know that was an option, so
Maybe we could do the Clementine purse gambit right now.
Indeed. Yeah.
True.
you
So
just
if-
really
if-
want to shove me in a bag, don't you?
Yeah, I do. You're too tall. You shouldn't be this tall, Clem. You know what I mean? Short people like us should be only as tall as I am. You know what I mean?
You're standing on a cliff ledge that's like 40 feet above her.
I've got the higher ground. High ground? Ah, fuck.
Thanks, Burbage one.
I think either works technically.
so they let down the rope for you again. The rope that you had kind of tied to yourself was just too loose, and you hit the ground with it. So this time we're gonna make sure that it's a lot more taut. And if Stormbringer, you want to try to lift Clem up, Clem give you another athletics check, and Stormbringer a strength check.
Eight.
Can I
All right.
add my burst of or flash of genius and add it +4 to make it 12?
You also got a 17 on
You
the
can. You
athletics.
also did great on your athletics. So
but
Clem,
I think
this
we were gonna have
time
to check 3 times, so that's why.
We
I guess
will,
that's
yeah.
Fine. Then I'll
Oh.
just leave
eventually here, yeah.
it, I guess. if
Yeah.
I can
So
come up.
yeah, so you're doing great, Clem. You're climbing up. Stormbringer's ready with the rope, but doesn't need to really help you with this. So you get to this ledge then as well. Each of you is kind of winded, out of breath from the climb. You have kind of another rung here to go if you want to keep going. So athletics checks from everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the rope people get up again, because I.
So this is like Hikari and
Yeah.
Stormbringer going up first.
Yeah,
I got a 20.
20.
Oh, it's probably 'cause- hold on, sorry. My thing started over.
No worries.
Should I roll mine?
Go for
Or
it. Yeah.
Will it be affected by them going forward?
I don't think it'll be affected too much by what happens with Hikari. 25 for Hikari. 10 for Burbage. Again, yeah, you're kind of going slow, Burbage, having a hard time climbing up. Clem and Charity. Whew, that was almost a 1.
21.
Can I do it with their help? Like, say that I'm like having them help me up if I like just will they roll strength if I roll poorly? Basically, is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
that make
they're gonna.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you roll poorly, yeah, Burbage is taking his sweet time. There's
Apparently I
Clem did great.
fell
Yeah,
real
bounces
bad,
up.
and then I was
Charity
like, I
this time
fucking
even.
got this.
You find the footing. Yeah. Clem never gives up. Charity, you're seeing this as just kind of a mental puzzle. You're finding the right footholds, and actually this time it's a lot easier climbing up. Burbage, you're almost taking it from an acrobatics kind of mindset, like which foothold can I jump to, and then you start to slide down, and you have to catch yourself a couple times. You make it up, but it took kind of another 15 minutes to really get you up there safely. So it's stalling you just a bit.
Are we gonna climb up there? And they're already gonna be walking past, like they're already gone down the road.
And one more round of athletics checks.
I got a 15.
15. Damn. Okay.
Nat
Get
20,
mine.
Yeah.
which with my guidance managed to get to 20. Charity is not strong.
That's hilarious. And Hikari 21.
It rolled for me?
Yeah,
Okay, I
you're good.
didn't see it.
Yeah, this time, Hikari, Stonebringer, you're having a little bit more trouble. This last little bit is harder.
Rolled a freaking 21.
Yeah, Charity, you're able to follow basically Stormbringer once she kind of lets all the hand and footholds for you. You've got this pretty well down. And because you rolled a crit hit, you're able to completely guide one other person all the way up. So who would you like that to be?
Without doing this as like just a table talk thing, who looks like they're struggling more? Like I'm sort of assuming like as I'm going up, because I'm right behind Stormbringer, I'm like looking behind myself.
Yeah.
Come on, this is a good son moment. You've got Clem rolled a 4, Burbage rolled a 6. We're dangling off the cliff. You have to choose which of us to save.
A good son moment. I just got it.
Yeah.
I don't know which of us is Elijah Wood and which of us is Macaulay Culkin.
Both Burbage and Clem look like they're really struggling to kind of even maintain their space, let alone climb.
Well, could
But
Oh,
Clem
sorry,
is
go
still
ahead.
tied to rope, right? So
Right. You don't think they're going to fall too much, but another real bad roll, they might start taking people with them.
But Burbage, is Burbage not tied to a rope? Did we not say he was?
Loosely. Yeah, you're also tied to some of these ropes. Hikari and Stormbringer have sort of the pitons set for a lot of you.
are those just those things you like?
You kind of hammer into the rock so that you can climb up.
I feel like Charity one saw Clem manage to like absolutely bounce her way down the mountain once already, and two trusts that Burbage and Stormbringer have more extensive history of working with. Hey, don't fall off a cliff, little man. So I'm probably going to focus mostly on trying to point out to Clem, like, no, that's not actually a rock. That is grass. You are trying to grab grass. No,
That sounds good.
that's a rock.
At this, because of your help, Clem does finally gonna get toward the top. Burbage, you're kind of stuck. You don't see a way up. Your mind is just kind of spinning. You sort of look back down. You are very high off the path at this point. You are still sort of anchored to other people with some rope. So if Hikari and Stormbringer want to try to just pull you up, that's fine. We could try that.
Yeah, I can do
So
that.
strength checks from you two.
22.
2 from Storm.
Oh, that's good. Strength. roll? I'm not getting any.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
And I don't think it's
It's like an 11.
it's not a save technically, so you have to kind of take off the 3 part. What? No.
What?
You roll a 3. What's
Plus
your
8.
strength modifier?
8.
I don't think that's true.
Well, it says 8 on my thing.
That's your save. It's not a save.
Oh, I'm sorry. So
okay.
where am I?
3. Okay, so
okay, I know. I was like, hey, what?
Yeah.
So
okay, so at this,
6?
Hikari, you are pulling on Burbage. Some of the rope must be getting stuck on a rock. You're actually having a hard time. You're starting to kind of lose your balance a little bit. Stormbringer steadies you. She kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and starts to lift Burbage up entirely.
Stormbringer.
That's. It was really good that Stormbringer rolled better in the 20.
Thanks, Stormbringer. Also, do you smell toast?
No, we're outside.
Oh man, thank you for picking me up the rest of the way. You know, I was down there and I was thinking to myself, oh man, they'll need a crane to lift me up. But then you know what? Absolutely. If we all know one thing, it's that you can't keep Johnny down. And by Johnny, I mean Burbage.
Johnny?
Did you get hit in the head when I wasn't looking?
Probably.
Does Burbage smell toast?
Is your name Johnny Burbage, Sneaky Kemp?
McGee.
Also, attaché. Oh, attaché Drick?
Attaché Drick, Theodruxac, Burbag, Burbage, Sneaky, Kemp, McGee.
Know what? I can't even keep track of my name or who I am because I'm working undercover for the man.
What?
Okay, if no one actually has any toast for me and I'm extremely tired, can we please go just like deal with some giants?
Yeah, we gotta go. No time for this.
I mean, I probably have some toast in my bags if you want me to.
No,
take out.
Is it near
Maybe a
the
bit
viscera?
Soggy.
Okay, no.
Maybe soggy.
No,
Yuck. And no toast time. We go save Dog Protector, Mountain Splitter, then we can have toast.
yay,
All right.
toast.
You're all so exhausted and your muscles are just on fire. Stormbringer, you kind of slap him a couple times on the back. You're getting people up. You stand Hikari up. You stand up Burbage. Like Charity helps climb up, and you start to walk on this kind of plateau area. Probably another hour, and you're just dragging your feet. And you've had to kind of go quickly to make up a little bit of time that you spent on the side of the mountain there. As you get to a ledge to look down on the path, turning the corner immediately as that happens, you see a stone giant, incredibly tall and thin, with sort of decorated robes almost, kind of golden tassels that drape off the side of it, covered in tattoos, walking in front of 2 other stone giants, shirtless, in battle gear. One of them has a shield on its back, and that one is pulling a cart behind it, where you see 2 Goliath individuals. They will pass. Their heads will only be about 20 feet below you as they pass underneath where you are now currently positioned.
How much time do we have?
But they have probably 2 or 3 minutes before they make it to you. Any last minute ideas, strategies, thoughts? You're all so tired. Your muscles on fire.
I'm gonna talk to my Gorgon. Be like, hey, so in like 2 minutes, it's gonna be that fight that I told you about. That other fight was not the fight. I didn't know that fight was gonna happen, but maybe you could come help with this one, because it's happening.
It's very interesting, don't you think?
Yeah, you know what's even more interesting is if you come help. Like, that's like fucking fascinating, actually. Yeah.
You feel different than the others. Stormbringer Nola Kulain. I have not been summoned by Goliath in 4 generations. But what is it that's different about you? Why? Why would you want to bond with me? What do you need? If it's simply strength, the point of my horns, forget it. Show me something else.
I don't even know, like, who you are. I don't know what you could do. And, I just need to fucking save my sister and Dawn Protector.
That is a noble goal. Interesting. And then you feel the presence sort of revert and leave you again.
Rude.
Sit rep on the statue.
Rude.
Okay, well, that's probably how I'm spending a lot of that time then. But also, I'm going to get into position to ambush them.
So
Okay.
if we want to like decide an order that we do things, I could cast like fairy fire right when they walk underneath us, and then everybody else could hopefully have advantage on see him better to hit him if we wanted to do something
True.
like that.
Charity's gonna sort of be thinking, he goes, and look up like, I think I can either remove some of them from the field for a bit, hopefully. And you're gonna sort of see like the bits of flame flicker around him, or I might be able to help make you stronger. I am not sure.
Who, me? Want to increase these muscles?
No.
Oh, I
But-
got excited for a second.
And Charity's gonna pause and like make eye contact with Stormbringer. But the choice is yours. You
What were
lead
the
us here.
options? What were the options?
Charity specified that he could either remove some of them from the field, or he could essentially power you / the family up more, he thinks.
I mean, I think we like handled those other two pretty handily, right? Like they went down in 12 seconds. I don't know, the skinny one with tattoos seems a little weird. I've not seen this before, so we might need some extra oomph. But I think if they're still here, it's probably okay. It's just 3. 3 is not that much more than 2. It's 1 more than 2.
Fair. Then let me think. And so Charity is gonna, if you're okay with this, Andy, is gonna kind of be meditating up until they're getting into more where we would want to strike range.
Sounds good. Clem, you kind of tap Burbage on the shoulder and then point up ahead. And Burbage, with your passive perception, cutting through some of the wispy clouds at this elevation, you see within a mile a long constructed bridge made entirely out of stone with small stone figures, statues lining the railings, going across a very large chasm up ahead. On the other side of that bridge, that chasm, is an incredibly large, you can see it from this distance, ornate stone door. And Clem, you just kind of whisper, "That's Thankheim." Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and stop there then for the evening, as the giants approach on the doorstep of Thankheim itself. You're about to make a rescue attempt, and I personally cannot wait to see how it goes. Well done! You caught up to him. I'm so proud of everyone. Very, very nice.
We killed those
Deleted a
that'll do it
pair
for
of stone giants.
this evening.
Yeah.
And you made that was an incredible fight. Well done.
And we killed 2 rocks last time.
Yeah.
Giants. And we
Intense.
caught up to them without any rest. So
Super intense. Awesome. Thank you so much for playing, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you catch this on Twitch, come back and see us again. If you're catching this on YouTube, we have a ton of content on YouTube. Go ahead and look through Helpful Goat stuff. And if you want to join our Discord, again, type !Discord in the chat, and that'll give you a chance to just kind of hang with us outside of our games. Other than that, check out our podcasts, Goats and Dragons, which also features Dom and Dragons, which is a game where we played Dungeons and Dragons with Dominique Monaghan, all in the same world here of Banya that we were just playing in. And then we have an entirely different campaign going on right now over on Helpful Goat Gaming Presents, which is our podcast where we do some other longer form games, but also some shorter one-shots and some behind the goats sort of behind the scenes stuff with us and our gaming. And yeah, don't forget to check out Tier, which is on that podcast and wrapping up that first Tier Beyond the Doors story arc. That's going to be wrapping up real soon, so check that out. Yeah, thanks again, everyone. We love you all so much. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
bye.